Good day, mate. You have lights here. Coming to you from New South Wales, the Golden Coast, or some other place like that. Just joking. I can't keep that shit up for a long time. I'm not a good voice person. Just joking. Yeah, I was over on a panel. I was over on the what is it? The Raging Tomato. They're pretty. She's pretty cool. Uh, the panel is awesome and ridiculous at the same time. But yeah. Sometimes I want to go on panel over there, but at the same time, I have a lot to say, and yeah, it's not really a good panel if you have a lot to say because you have to sit there basically quiet for a long time. What up, Chris? For real? Good to see you. Good to see you, Christopher Real. I was over on the I wasn't on the panel at the Raging Tomato. I was over in chat on the Raging Tomato, and they're having a talk about AI, and they were having a talk about socialism, and it was just wow. I guess Clay or Brick Jonesy, he calls himself Clay over there. He goes on that panel like frequently, but he just sits there quiet a lot. But they actually act like he's kind of like somebody that can be listened to. I don't get that part where like people like he even calls himself Clay Foundation, which who would want their foundation to be clay? I have no idea, but he goes over there and they actually act like he's somebody that is slightly intelligent to listen to. But I like Brick, I like Clay or whatever he wants to call himself. As long as he's not trying to seem intelligent. If he just be a human and talks about day to day stuff, he's just a normal, all right dude. But as soon as he starts fucking trying to talk about, you know, I don't know, American shit, he's irritating. But you know, neither here nor there. I mean, yeah, he's irritating, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna hate him. But geez, Louise, the guy, he's over there talking about how Americans got more freedoms than the Australians and shit. It's like, what the fuck did you just say, little boy? I mean, come on, like the type of dude that thinks that only Americans are the ones with rights or whatever on this earth. Like, they don't get it. They think that the United States of America allows us to have a set of rights. But that like not every human on earth has those rights, just the American ones. It fucking kills me. And then it's like, oh, America is the land of the free. Oh yeah, what fucking freedom? Where? Because like if I try to use my property, some fucking dude is gonna come and try to tell me I can't use my property and that I have to comply. So like people over there in their chat were like talking about Americans are like the are known for being non-compliant. Like what? Like what, in the storybooks or some shit? Because I've been living in the United States since like I was born, and those motherfuckers are some of the most compliant motherfuckers I know. I mean, you got Karens up the wazoo. Karens up the wazoo in America. I mean, they need to change their motherfucking motto to Karen, the land of the Karens, or like the few, the Karens, the not brave. Yeah, in storybooks, history books. Uh, you do know that America is God's favorite country, right? Hell yeah, Christopher Real. It's like, you do know that America is like, God created America. It's like that little girl that's like, the mom's like, what did you learn about in school today? She says something about Martin Luther King. And they start laughing at her. Martin Luther King. What did he do? And she says, he died for our sins. I love that video. That little girl's so cute and everything. Hey, what's up? He's Carbon Exposed. Exposing those carbon criminals over there in that East Carbon County, Utah, in the his house. What up? What's the matter, you? What's the matter, you, man? What's the matter, you? Sometimes I listen to East Carbon Exposed. He says, "What's the matter with you?" I love that shit. What's the matter with you? Hey, you're my guy too. East Carbon Exposed. Cool motherfucker. Yeah, yeah, they are. They're so Christ-like in the United States. I mean, they're so fucking Christ-like. Oh man, Jesus is probably just gonna fucking bend them up like this and eat their asshole when he sees them. I swear to God. That's fine, Mr. Bones says the same. I'm not picky on the name. Oh, I know. That's why I was mentioning. What's the matter, you? What's the matter, you? Wassa? Oh yeah, Christopher Real. Yeah, it's just like the county telling me that I'm difficult and that I'm a yeller. It's like, wait a second, I got you motherfuckers on camera yelling and being difficult and saying cuss words. Like you're gonna tell me that I'm a yeller and I'm the one that cusses and is difficult. No, I'm the one with the rights there, motherfucker. You motherfucking service employees are obligated to fucking serve these motherfucking rights. Serve them. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was listening to those people over there on fucking Angry. What is it? It's Why can't I think of it no more? Sorry, I got fucking mental problems. I have to. It's like Raging Tomato. Raging Tomato. I almost said Angry Tomato for some reason. I wanted to say Angry Tomato, but it's Raging Tomato. She's a pretty cool ass woman. I mean, I think that she's a Blue Bacon supporter, or maybe even I think she was probably over there on fucking whatchamacallit, what's in Schrodinger's cat, you know, that bootlicker Schrodinger's cat. I think he passed away a number of years ago, somewhere back in like 2015. Thank God. You know what I mean? Like fucking get the fuck out of here, Schrodinger's fucking cat. Hey Yeller, I'm calling you Old Yeller. Yeah, I look like Old Yeller. Look at me. About all but white here, bro. Yeah, fucking. I was highly athletic in the United States. Like I was always like when I go riding my dirt bike across the desert. There's so much desert, and you know you can stop just about anywhere and just go for a hike and go looking around different things. Here, I don't know where to go, what to do, or like who's going to get mad at me. I don't want to make anybody mad at me. Like in reality, I don't like making people mad at me. It actually makes me sad when people are mad at me. So like I try not to make people mad at me, but here I don't know what's going to make people mad. I mean, you know how different cultures have different like stigmas. I have no idea about. I mean, I have a lot of idea about the stigmas. I mean, these are good ass people, but I don't know what they would get mad at me about. So it's like I'm not trying to do a bunch, but I mean, I live day to day. I've been living here for 3 years. Well, 5 months shy of 3 years, but actually, Schrodinger's cat is famous for being both alive and dead at the same time, in limbo until someone opens the box and observes. So maybe he's not gone. Yeah, but the guy calling himself Schrodinger's cat on fucking YouTube, it was really started on Facebook. A little anti-rights, cop lover fucking pile of shit. Schrodinger's cat. Yeah, his fans. It's kind of like we're fans of Lion One. And she passed away. It's kind of how Schrodinger's cat, when he passed away, all of his fans or all of his like people that followed him and talked with him and liked him, they all, oh, Schrodinger's cat died. Schrodinger's cat died. You know. Yeah, but I know there's a story of Schrodinger's cat. He was a psychologist of some sort. Blase, blase. I'm surprised someone like that knows anything about quantum mechanics. Hey, Lisa, good to see you. Dixie is what ECE calls you, but I don't understand why. I mean, I do because like you live in Tennessee, so he's gonna call you Dixie, you know. But yeah, sorry about the cat. Nothing to be sorry about, bro. I was just saying I don't like Schrodinger's cat. I never did. Not back on Facebook back in the early days, and not on YouTube. Shortly after YouTube, he passed away. Oh, just kidding. Hell yeah. Yeah, sorry about your cat, bro. you know, because, like it or not, cats die often. But yeah, I love cats. My brother is allergic to cats, so I don't keep cats around my house, but at the same time, I love cats. I should keep cats around my house. My brother is a fucking jerk most of the time. He's my I mean, not my adopted brother, but he's my brother by marriage, but also I've been his friend since 7th grade. So he's my brother for all intents and purposes. I love him. Schrodinger's cat is a quantum mechanics thought experiment that destroys our old ideas about objective reality. Yeah, like I say, a psychology thing. JK. I don't study Schrodinger's cat. I don't study Schrodinger. I don't do that just because of the dude. Schrodinger's cat was a little cop lover, and he kind of soiled me on the fucking whole idea. Plus, I don't give a fuck. I know more about quantum mechanics or quantum physics than most, and I don't really need to talk with people about it because it's all based on theory, hypothesis that is built into theory but hasn't been proven in any way, shape, or form. I linger too long in that gray area sometimes. Yeah, I linger in the gray area most of the time. The gray area is known as the lunatic fringe. It's like you got your right brain and your left brain, and then everything in the middle and surrounding those two hemispheres is known as the lunatic fringe. Just open the box. And in reality, here's my diagnosis: humans are cucks. Mhm. Mm. in a lot of ways, you know. It's like, here's my bitch. Fuck it. Who does that? Holy fuck. Who would do that? You're funny. He's carbon exposed. Yeah, so I was wanting to fucking go up on the panel and fucking tell them about how every single fucking one of us alive today was born into a socialist fucking government. Most, if not all of us, have a social security number fucking forced onto us at birth, and that fucking these fucking radical customers in the United States of America are happy and okay with the government calling them customers. You walk into a public building and there's a fucking security checkpoint, and where the fucking employees walk through it just says employees. They can just walk through without even going through a security check. But in the line for we the people, it says customers above the motherfucker. And these motherfuckers just shuffle in there all day, emptying their pockets, letting the security see what's in their fucking pockets. Fourth Amendment violation right there on the spot. And they're all okay with it. They're a bunch of radical fucking customers. Oh yeah, you want the fucking thing? You want to rant too now, huh? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. There you go, big boy. Did it post? YouTube rejected your comment. This is fairly common when sharing a link. You may need to share the link another way. Oh, fuck you. First time. East Carbon Exposed. First time they've ever done this to me where I tried to share the fucking link. See if it does it to me again. Yep, did it to me. Yep, did it to me again. Hang on, let me, how the fuck am I going to share the link otherwise? I share the link that way every fucking time. Every fucking time. I do the same thing. I click on the three dots in the top right corner. I fucking put copy link, and then I paste it in the fucking chat, and it does it. But not this time. Not today. Hang on, ECE. Let me figure this out somehow. I'll write the motherfucker in the chat if I have to. Let's see. What do we got here for? What do we got here? It should post it. It should just post it. Nope, it's not letting me post the link. Let me. Shit. Yeah, you're actually a big thing now. He's Carbon Exposed. Like, fuck. Big ass noggin, I could tell you that. Let's see here. Big thanks, baby. Fuck yeah. Hank Banks. Yep, damn you, YouTube. I don't know if it is it YouTube or I mean, I was trying to share it in StreamYard. How am I gonna fucking copy this fucking link? Hold on, let me try this other way. Changes you made may not be saved. Well, duh, fuck. I didn't make any changes. I just pushed a couple fucking buttons. Okay. Did that share the link? Did the link come up blue on your guys' side? I don't even think that's the same link. Try that out, East Carbon Exposed, and see if you can get your ass up here. Especially E40 and Mac 10 on that album. I'm not the biggest Tupac or Too Short fan. What? It's badass that you like Ain't Banks and E40 plus Mac 10. I mean, Mac 10's always badass. Yeah, he's West Side Connection with Ice Cube. But yeah. Oh shit, we got a guest. Watch out, everybody. It's East Carbon Exposed.
God damn it. Don't you fuck with Don't do it. Motherfuckers. What up? All right, I'm getting my fucking hat on right now. Now I'm pissed. That's it. You understand when I get my fucking hat on, it's over. Motherfucking dirty sons of bitches.
Dirty, rotten sons of bitches out here.
Every fucking one of you. Every one of you.
Fuck.
My buddy, you have rights. How are you, sir?
I'm only okay. You know, I'll let you know when I'm ecstatic.
Well, I'm not even going to say that at this point, but you're a friend of mine. You are one of the very first persons and friends of mine that I only first talked to a year ago, sir. You and I 1 year ago.
Yeah.
And what is now happening in your life, sir? What is now happening?
What's the matter? You in the chat said, my mom is like, that guy's voice again?
Okay, look.
I told you your voice was provocative. It's going to provoke everybody.
Hey, Mom, just so you know, you will hear my voice everywhere moving forward, just so you know. You will hear my voice on every channel, on every TV program, everywhere. You will see this hat. This hat is going to be the most famous hat in the world. Just so
What's
you
the
know.
matter, you? Hold on, EC. Sorry. EC, or what's the matter, you? Ask your mom if my voice could strip paint.
Hold on, I love
if
that.
She says no, I'm gonna fucking cry. Okay. Oh shit.
Okay, right. Okay,
she
right.
Said my voice doesn't sound like it'll strip paint. See, that's why I tell ECE that he's got an awesome ass voice, because his voice alone makes people fucking like be like, oh, motherfucking somebody shut this motherfucker up.
Well, hold on a minute, you son of a bitch. now you're starting to
that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Hey, hold on a minute. That's not very nice, by the way. You and I are friends, by the way. Hold on a minute.
No, I love your voice. I love your voice.
No, you don't, you fucking asshole. That's not fucking true. You just said I sound like a raging leftist cat or something with blue hair, you asshole. What the hell is wrong with you? You're making me want to go get voice lessons or something here. What are you doing to me?
No, you better not change that beautiful shit.
Look, I thought you and I were friends. Right. I thought you and I were friends here. What is going on? Now, are you more friends with What's the Matter with You, or are you friends with me? Explain that to me right now. Go ahead.
Well, I've been friends with What's the Matter You for a lot longer, but you know, even he wouldn't say that we were just acquaintances on YouTube. But yeah, I like all you guys equally. Everybody on this live or on this chat is awesome.
So what you're telling me is I'm way bigger friends to you than What's the Matter with You. I'm asking. I'm asking. I'm asking. No, I'm asking. Hold on. I'm asking.
You survived esophagus cancer?
I smoked for 30 years, bro. I used
Holy
to smoke.
shit, bro. Damn.
So,
Lisa Neely just said you survived esophagus cancer. That's fucking crazy.
no, I had throat cancer 5 years ago during COVID. I just turned 50.
Mhm.
I smoked for 30 years, and then I got cancer during the biggest time in the world that everybody was a bunch of criminals in.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. I don't want to talk about cancer here. I want to talk about What's the Matter with You. Okay.
What's the matter with you?
Yeah, what's the matter with you is now my target. What the hell is going on? This guy was a friend of mine, and now he's got a problem with how I voice shit.
No, he says East Carbon Exposed voice is classic East Coast tyrant destroyer voice.
That's good. Oh, I love that guy. He's a lot of our friends here, but my question is, why do you believe you are targeted worse than myself? I'm asking you that question. Go ahead.
Why do I believe that you're targeted, or that I'm targeted more than yourself?
Correct. I'm just like you. I'm a citizen. But you have much more complaints than I do. We talked about this a year ago, you and I, sir.
Yeah, but I'm not a citizen.
Oh, you're not a citizen.
No.
You're not a citizen of the United States of America.
No, I was born at Utah, but I don't call myself a citizen of the United States of America.
Wait, so you were born in Utah? You were born
in Utah. Yeah.
And you're not a citizen?
No, because for one, I wouldn't want to be, but for two, I don't have to be, and I still enjoy the right to life, liberty, and property. I don't have to be a citizen to have rights. I don't have to be a citizen to live, and nor would I ever want to have to be. If they want to force documentation, I want to be anti-documentation. I can't stand their little fucking documentation program they got going on in that socialist country.
And what is socialist country you're talking about? Explain that to me.
The United States of America Corporation is set up as a socialist country. That it was supposed to be a federal constitutional republic, but it's been hijacked long ago by a legal system, a social legal system. They don't go by the law, they go by policy. In the United States, nobody even mentions law no more. They're all like, "Oh, that's illegal. That's illegal. Illegal this, legal that." It's like, no, it's supposed to be fucking law or lawful or unlawful.
Oh my God, that is so hilarious, and you're absolutely correct. Why do citizens when we're out filming
That's good. What come
And-
out of you?
and you explain that to them, what do they say? I mean, this is an interview, sir. I interviewed you 1 year ago. Hold on. I need to
Uh-huh.
explain something to you. What's the matter? Not what's the matter. You have rights.
Uh-huh.
You do understand what I'm doing. Do you not understand what I'm doing, or do you not understand
No,
what
I
I'm doing?
understand what you're doing. I also think that you can do whatever the fuck you want. You're my buddy. Well, maybe
Well,
not my
no,
buddy.
no.
You're my friend. I don't like to
No,
use the
no,
word buddy because that's
No,
what.
no, I know we're friends, but you know the extent of what I'm now doing, which is reaching out to many auditors and many of our community because of our they are going to strip our rights, sir. You already know that. That is now what's happening.
They ain't
So
gonna strip our rights. They have fully.
they have done
Stripped our
that.
rights.
You are correct.
They only talk about it because they want to act like they haven't yet. But
Oh, it's
yeah,
over. It's over.
it's
I mean, it's over.
over.
It is over. Okay, you understand way more than most people, and that's why I care about you. And you're a friend of mine. But some of these bigger channels that still believe in the system, and
I believe in the system. I love the idea of. I love the idea of rule of law. I love the idea of a federal constitutional republic where the people
love
are
that
the
idea. You
where
love
the
that
people
idea.
are the sole beneficiary. But that's not what we have. So, you know, I don't like everybody wants to complain about the rule of law, but they've never lived in under a rule of law. There has never been law in the United States as long as all of us have been born. Law has not existed in the United States since like 1776.
I am now interviewing the most fascinating guy in the world, and so let me ask you a question, and I'm gonna interview very many people coming up here. It's gonna be wonderful on my channel, and that's the way the world works. Is
Uh-huh.
they target a guy like me who's the most fascinating, crazy Irishman in the world, and
Hell yes.
and then I get to interview everyone in the world, probably Donald Trump and everyone else down the line. And look, if Theo Vaughn interviewed Donald Trump, I'm gonna get to interview that son of a bitch at some point. Just so you know. And so I'm gonna now start with you have rights, and I'm gonna ask you a question. What did you do on the 250th anniversary of the United States of America and their Constitution? What did you do? Hold on. Did you do freedom, or did you what did you do actually?
I live my life. Life goes on.
Well, no, I'm asking what you did on this most important day in the country, or the Americans, or whoever they are. What did you do on the day that you're free, right? You're free? How free are you, sir?
No,
I mean, don't get shocked by my hat. I'm asking you a question. How free are you in America? You have rights. Explain to
We're
me
not
how
free. Yeah, we're not free.
you're not free. Why are you not free, sir? What are you talking
No,
about?
none of us are free. I'm not free. None of us are free, bro.
What do you mean you're not free? You are free. You're in America, sir.
Free of what?
You are free to run around this country. You were born here and you get to enjoy everything that freedom gives you, sir. Explain to me why you're not free. Go ahead.
What up, Pink Taco? Pink Taco, you're you're upstate, right?
No, wait a minute. We're gonna hold on one quick second, so I can harass these garbage human being scumbags.
What
That
up?
wait, what? Wait, what did you say? You said
Oh, I said
something.
what's up. I said what's up to Pink Taco.
Oh, you mean the original Pig Taco, the garbage human being that he is? Yeah, yeah.
No,
Hold on. I'm not gonna play fucking favorites here, scumbag. The coward that's in Colorado, which is Pig Taco, the coward scumbag that he is. You know, the little decrepit human that he is, who wants to fuck with a guy like me. Go fuck yourself, sir.
yeah, but
Go
bro,
fuck
you
yourself.
sometimes, but you
No,
carbon
no.
exposed.
No,
Sometimes
go
you
fuck
take things off.
yourself, sir. Go fuck yourself, you garbage human being. There you go. Period.
That's
Period.
Kunkel and YouTube audit saying I'm upstate.
Upstate's a scumbag too. They can all get
Why
fucked.
is upstate a scumbag? What makes you think upstate's a scumbag?
He supports Pink Taco's bitch ass. So there's that. So,
I like Pink Taco and upstate,
well, then, hey, enjoy
but I
your
also like
time,
Northwoods
sir.
Press. So you know, but I don't go around trying to fucking fight with everybody.
Hey, hold on. Enjoy their garbage human being status. Enjoy them. Go ahead.
Yeah, but we're all garbage human beings, bro.
No.
Why did he go away? Why did he stop? Is he not my friend now? Because I like Pink Taco? Wow, fuck. I hope not. Come on back now. You here? You got the link. You know, there's a lot of people on the internet that's talk shit about me. Mainly like Artie's Corporate Fiction or Blue Bacon, cop lovers. I don't fucking argue. Like everybody, anyone that fucking doesn't like the cops could call me a pussy ass bitch, and I'd be like, okay, I'm sorry you have that. Will not respond to is what? I don't know what that fucking just said, but oh well. I don't like a lot of people, but I don't throw a fit. Rage quit channels. Yeah, yeah. When it comes to the cop lovers, I don't really like them because they stand for anti-individualism. They stand for like, I don't want to say they stand for no rights because they do. They don't stand up for rights. They want authoritarianism, but they believe that they're authority over you. And they believe that they can be authority over you. So it's something I can't ever get along with because that's bully behavior. But like if anybody like Pink Taco or any of the other channels that make bad videos about us, rights lookers forward tours or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Oh, badass. Oh yeah. I know now. Gracias, amigo. Let me get you going real quick. Okay.
What's up, man?
Ba-da!
Will not respond to. Is this still?
Yeah. I remember now. You know, this is the second time you
Well,
brought
they
this
had
to
that
my
already
attention.
for me.
So
That's my new name, I guess. The studio already had it for me.
not only am I a regular mind, I am a subpar mind. So you don't be alarmed if I can't remember that is you yet.
What happened to East Carbon?
He got mad that Pink Taco was here and that maybe I wasn't like agreeing with him that Pink Taco sucks or something, and then he took the fuck off on me like I was not ever his homeboy. So it's kind of crazy.
Oh shit! Last I noticed, though, you guys were talking about 4th of July.
Yeah, you know, I couldn't really understand what he was trying to ask me questions about 4th of July for. You know, it's 4th of July to me, but he doesn't understand. He doesn't know that because he thinks that I'm free in America just because I'm in America, like America's supposed to give you freedoms. America takes more freedoms than it gives. It's constantly trying to limit freedoms. They would beat your fucking autistic son down in a movie theater if he yelled bomb several times over and over again. Like that was ever a crime.
Yeah,
You know, the United States of America is evil as fuck. And no, I'm not a citizen. Sorry. Not sorry.
Yeah, we got a call that somebody was standing on the corner chewing gum. So got to investigate that.
Yeah, they'll investigate that. They'll be like, hi, there's a guy, and when he chews his gum, he uses his jaw like several different times more than a normal person. I think he's on meth. That's all you had to say, ma'am. I'm on my way. The fucking dispatcher was talking to a dude the whole time.
I can't see the comments.
I can only see the comments on the StreamYard side right now. I'm gonna go get my other phone out real quick. Sometimes I get worried that you guys are all gonna see my pink blanket, but then at other times I don't even give a fuck whether you see my pink blanket. You know what I mean?
It's not against community standards. They got my shirt off, is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not against my community standards if you had your dick out. You know?
Never seen a nipple before.
I don't think that you're gonna have anything go wrong.
13 people got shot in Buffalo 4th of July.
Hey, East Carbon Exposed, I love you, bro. You don't have to. You might be drunk right now or something. I don't know, but I mean, you have the right to be mad. You can be mad as you want. But just know I'm not mad at you, dude. Much love, East Carbon Exposed. You're out there doing the right thing, even if everybody thinks that you're fucking just like a loudmouth lunatic. Those motherfuckers over there are committing crimes. Anyways, sorry, Chris, for real, go on. Buffalo, how many people shot?
Yeah, 13 people got shot.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot. It's like Chicago.
Yeah.
Numbers.
Yeah, that's a lot of people, dude. It sucks when one person got shot.
If they increase, if they have a public safety initiative, it's going to be, can't get any safer,
Yeah, you're not going to be able to get any safer. You're going to have to fucking walk around bent over with your butthole, talking out your butthole, using your hands on your cheeks. You might be safe then, because somebody told you to. Because if you don't walk like that, you're not safe.
I guess safety is a bunch of psychopaths bum rushing you, with the Batman belts full of weapons.
For their safety.
Yeah. For everyone's safety.
Yeah. The old lady down the street that's never even seen you before in your life, but she heard on Facebook that you got bum rushed by the cops is like, yeah, get him. thinking that you're the fucking bad guy. You know, that's how neighbors do you in the United States of America.
Oh, yeah.
If your neighbors see the fucking SWAT team pull up at your house down the street, they'll automatically assume that the cops needed to get you instead of going down there like with fucking guns loaded. What the fuck are you boys in blue down here on my neighbor's house for? You know what I mean? That's what a fucking American should be doing. Like they see the boys in blue down there on their neighbor's house. They should be down there. What the fuck are you doing down here? You know?
It's that presumption of regularity, man.
Good night, Lisa. Good night. You have rights. I left a like on my way out. That's pretty badass. You don't got to go nowhere if you don't have to, but if you have to, have a good one. East Carbon Exposed. I like you, bro. I believe in what you're doing. I believe in you. But I like Brandon Mitchell and I like Pink Taco. I'm not gonna talk shit about you, nor Pink Taco or Brandon Mitchell to like please everybody. Just ain't what I'm about. I have been talking to Pink Taco since since Eric Brandt, you know, way back in the day. So, you know, it's not that even if I was talking to you for only like 2 days, I would still think you're cool as shit. When that cop stepped up into your face and tried telling you off, that cop committed a crime. He violated the Ethics in Government Act. He did not act conscientiously. He acted for private gain. He got into your face and acted like he was going to tell you what to fucking do. That cop broke the fucking law because the state statute is absolutely for him to follow, and that's a regulation for his fucking public service employed ass. But he got in your face and yelled at you. He actually committed a crime. That's why I believe in you. That's why I'm not like, you know, that's why I'm not on Pink Taco's side for not liking you, and I'm not on your side for not liking Pink Taco. That's all. Sorry, Christopher Real. I had to like tell my homie that.
Cool, man.
Good night. You have rights. I left a like on my way out. Yeah, that's cool, Lisa Neely.
How many likes you got?
I have no idea. I haven't looked for likes.
Yeah, I can't see anything, man. I don't know how to use this anymore. They change it every time, you know. It seems like.
Chili's been awesome to me lately, which, you know, is tough. Oh, badass. East Carbon Exposes back.
All right. Go back to talking about the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Before everything went, you know.
Hey, East Carbon Exposed. Good to see you back,
East
brother.
Carbon.
Wait, am I live? What's going on here?
You are live.
Yeah, you're live.
Oh, I'm live with these cocksucking motherfuckers. Am I live now? Live? Good. Well, good. Who the fuck am I talking to here? You have rights. Who's this guy next to you, by the way?
A good friend of mine.
In Nevada or Arizona? What's going on here?
New York.
It's Christopher Real, bro.
Oh, it's Christopher Real on my channel, by the way. Look at that. Wow. I know this fella. Well, sort of. I know this fella.
He should. He's cool.
How's it going, man?
Are you cool?
Hold on. I'm not going to say he's cool or not. I know who he is because I've been around forever. And one of the earliest times in my life, I have realized most people that I care about fuck me over. Now, if I care about you,
Yeah, but you shouldn't be dragging that energy onto us because we're don't drag that energy onto us, brother, please. Because it's sad because I know what you mean when you say that everybody that you cared about is fucking you over and all this shit.
hold on, right?
But
You do understand this is the
I'm not
show
trying to
that
fuck
you're
you over.
doing, right? Yeah.
Huh?
You do understand this is the show that you're doing, right?
Somebody's trying to call me. Hold on.
Wow. You're now
Is he?
going to take. Hold on. Let me be clear on this for a second. So, Christopher Real, who I know and who's talked to me many times on my channel, and who's
That's cool.
smoking.
I don't know your relationship with him, but I just
Hold on, sir. Hold on. Who's smoking on the channel? I have cancer, and yet he smokes. I don't give a shit if the guy smokes. Do what you gotta do. But if you guys think that what you're doing, smoking or anything else, bothers me, who gives a shit, dude? Are you out of your mind if you think that I give two shits about you or Christopher Real smoking a goddamn cigarette on the fucking channel, you dumb fucking son of a bitch? What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? What, are you kidding me? I mean, what?
not much, I guess.
In my defense, I
Yeah.
lit it before you came back on. You know, I didn't think to put it out. I didn't know.
Well, no, I don't give a shit. Look, if I hadn't had cancer, I'd be smoking right now, by the way. I mean, what are you kidding me? I'd be smoking a goddamn cigarette. The
Yeah, but
question
you don't need to
is,
smoke a cigarette just because we're smoking. I'm smoking a joint. But no, if you don't want to smoke cigarettes, I would not smoke cigarettes if I was you. You know what I
trust
mean?
me,
Especially if I thought I
trust
had cancer
me.
from smoking cigarettes. Because just because you smoke cigarettes and you got cancer doesn't mean it came from the cigarettes. But at the same time, I wouldn't smoke cigarettes if that was what I wanted to not do. Nope.
Trust me, I got cancer by the cigarettes. You already understand that.
Yeah. That's tripping.
You know, when everyone smokes on my channel, I sort of let them have it. I don't give a shit who it is. You know, if you want to smoke, smoke away. You know.
Is it okay? You don't mind if I smoke on your channel? You have rights.
Of course you're gonna
No,
smoke.
I hope you can smoke on my channel. I mean, fuck. He's Carbon trying to tell us in a roundabout way. He's trying to be provocative right now. You know, he's not trying to be mean to us. He's trying to be provocative to us.
I was drinking a beer too. I didn't take everyone's feelings into consideration. You know, before I
yeah. Me too.
Well,
I didn't take anyone's feelings into
hold on. Okay, let's now back up for a minute. Let's hold on. Let's back up. Not everybody is a drinker like you fucking guys, or drunks, or whatever you're doing.
That's their
Okay.
Because he's Carbon's probably knocked a few back already today. You know, that's what he's trying to say. He's calling us the drinkers, but he's really telling us that he's the drinker.
What the fuck are you talking about? I'm trying to get across that you probably shouldn't smoke online. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
Oh,
that's it. I mean, I'm not gonna.
Till it airs out.
I mean, if you were going to just say to your relatives, your wife, your kids, your business manager, anyone that controls your money, what would you say to them? Would you say, please smoke cigarettes every day of your life? Would you say to them?
I have no fucking clue because I don't really fucking I'm not trying to do anything like that, bro.
You don't have a business manager. You're not that intelligent as far as that goes. Is that what you're saying?
I was all about Andrew Dice Clay. I like how he said it.
I mean, it's a very legitimate question.
How did Andrew Dice Clay say it?
He goes, you ever smoke a cigarette? You wanna? You scared? It's like taking a half today already. What's one gonna do to you? Won't be able to jog tomorrow? That's bullshit, pal. You don't know what you're missing.
yeah. Cause like just cause you ain't gonna be able to jog tomorrow doesn't mean you shouldn't fucking smoke a cigarette. Fucking you like to smoke a cigarette, smoke a goddamn cigarette, huh? That's basically what he said, you know.
Yeah. Today already. What's one gonna do to you?
Yeah. You already had 510,000 million quadrillion. What's one more gonna do? You know what I mean?
Wait, is that guy dead? Where is he now? Wait, hold on.
He's way older than us, bro. Andrew Dice Clay.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he was born 20 years before you.
Fuck you. That's not bullshit. He is not older than us. That's not true. No.
Yeah, you're only 50 something. Andrew Dice Clay, if he was alive today, he'd be like almost 80.
If he was alive, that means he's dead, you son of a bitch. What the fuck are you talking about?
Is he dead?
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought he was dead. I thought he passed away.
I think I was listening to him when I was like 12.
Right.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say he's like as old as my mom. I thought something happened to him, but maybe he didn't. Sorry about that. Yeah, I guess he's still alive, huh?
He is old as my mom. This fucking guy says, you motherfucker, we are not that old, you dumb son of a bitch. You motherfucker.
No, he's older than us.
I am not that old. I am very young, is what I'm saying. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying, like, motherfucker, I ain't old.
God, now I have to feel young. I feel sick.
Because I said as old as us.
Fuck you guys. I feel sick. Fuck you fucking clowns. You motherfuckers. Now I'm feeling.
I think we just entered the Twilight Zone.
You guys are making me feel terrible. And you should be supporting a guy like myself instead.
We do support you. I do anyways. I think I don't know your relationship with Chris for real. But I support you, you know.
Well, I know you do, you dirty son of a bitch, you motherfucker. You. I love you, Rice, but look, here's the difference between you and I. Everyone doesn't believe in the world that we now currently live in. They don't believe in it, which is you live in America, and if you believe that everyone, hold on, let me stop.
No, I had some shit in my fucking throat.
Do you believe everyone in the world has rights to come to this country? Do you believe that, sir?
Yeah. Everybody that's living on the earth has a right to go to Lake Tahoe.
Oh, hold on. Everyone in this whole world has the right to go to Lake Tahoe. Am I correct?
Every single person, Kim Jong-un and Putin.
Yeah. Oh my God, you are a dirty son of a bitch, you motherfucker.
Whoa. How dirty, bro? Am I hella dirty?
No, hold on, right? You know I love you now. But you know I'm going to challenge you on this.
We don't have American rights, bro. We have human rights. We don't have American rights. They might not even be human rights. We're beyond humans. We're like a soul living in a fucking flesh sack with some bones.
You are
we reside up in here with some bones.
Yeah,
so we have a right to life. Like my life should be just as important as your life.
God
My life
damn
should be
it.
just as
This
important
guy
as your life.
won't- He's not going to let my hat talk. He will not let my hat talk. He won't do it. This fucking guy. Look.
Don't do it.
I need to explain something to you, and I know this is very difficult. I get it. I understand. But look,
Oh gosh.
my grandfather showed up in the United States of America the day after Hamburg, Germany went to war with the world. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, don't get mad. I mean, I'm
I'm
not
not
mad
mad.
at
I'm not
nobody.
mad. I'm making fun. I'm having fun. I'm like making it
Okay.
funny.
You
You're
can't
saying
make
something. I'm making it funny.
Here's the funniest thing about that. You can't make fun of me more
I'm not
than
making fun of you.
you can
I'm
make
making fun of the
you.
military. You're like trying to tell me a military story, and I was like, "Sir, yes, sir."
No, actually, I wasn't. I told you my grandfather emigrated here from Germany, and so that
Yeah,
really wasn't a story
in
like
the
that.
40s.
No, actually, it was 1919, sir. So,
Holy shit! That's a long time ago.
Okay. I have to sort of get you to a point here. I understand you think you're logical and everything else, but
Nah,
when you hold on, when you don't understand Europe or history,
I'm highly unnormal. These carbon exposed. I'm highly unnormal. Like if I could be normal, then people would like me, and if I am different, people don't
I'm
like me.
starting not to like you because I'm trying to I'm trying to talk to you about just one important topic of Germany. But since you want to be like political or mean or
I
whatever,
love hearing about Germany. You
I
know,
mean, I mean that's on you.
I'm just trying to talk too, bro. And I mean, you're just here bullshitting with me.
Well, but here's the difference between you and I. You want to run your mouth about whatever, and I want to talk about topics that matter. I mean, that's apparent here. So I was trying to talk to you about these dirty criminals, and your friend, whoever came on this chat here, is it must be an Antifa coward scumbag.
He hardly has said anything, bro. Like I've been talking more. He's
Well, let's replay what he just said about me. Go ahead. Play it. Go ahead. I'll wait.
What do you mean? What he said?
What he said about me or the. I
What
mean,
was it that he said about you?
did. Is he not worthy of moving forward or not? I'm asking you a question.
What do you mean? No, we're all worthy for moving forward. You can move forward if you want. I mean, we're all worthy of moving forward.
Okay.
You know,
Well, let's.
like I'm not trying to tell you that you can't move forward in any way, shape, or form. You know, I'm like sitting here just trying to have a chat with you. I think he was drinking. You know, that's all I could say because he's usually cool as shit. I mean, he is cool. Even he was cool. I mean, he was just a little bit high strung. I could say. You know, am I complaining all of a sudden? Yeah, you showed up. That's cool. Show up again sometime or right now if you want to. I don't know why you left again. Who said that they sewed up with vodka and a ball? Who? Who's he? What's the matter, you? Who's he? Sounds like a good celebration. I don't celebrate. Those are satanic ritualized traditions. They fucking everybody has to practice them in the same form and fashion. Otherwise, you're not good enough as a human being. You know, I don't like that shit. But I don't get mad at anybody for doing it. Like, do all you want. You know, fuck. Taco's comment ECA took offense to. Oh, he was talking to Pink Taco. I don't know. He was calling him off. Like I don't know, like just like abrasive and hard to deal with. But at the same time, he might have had his issues at the time where he knew what he was telling him about or whatever. I didn't know he was talking to Pink Taco. I thought he was talking to Christopher Real. He said something about being on the. Well, he did say on the chat here. Maybe he wasn't talking about Christopher Real. I thought he was talking about Christopher Real. I think you're muted.
Yeah, I was. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
I didn't think I said anything offensive to him. I didn't mean to. If he,
Yeah. I didn't think that you said anything offensive to him either. He must have been talking about Pink Taco, but I couldn't tell who he was talking about because he just said my friend there. It's like, well, fuck. I don't fucking have hours as long conversations with Pink Taco. I just know him on the YouTube comments, you know, talking. You know, sometimes we're on the same panel, but I don't know if that's like. I don't think he shows his face on panel. You know what I mean? Pink Taco is like a character, you know. It's like how you gonna get mad at a character? You know what I mean? Like, gosh, I've never been mad at Pink Taco. Gosh, I don't know what it feels like. You know, fuck. I was like sitting here, like, what am I supposed to do, dude? God, I'm gonna fucking schmooky on me joint and fucking try to relax and say, you know. I love this. My favorite.
here, man, calling an evening.
You're gonna jump out of here?
Yeah, tired.
What?
Thanks.
Oh, you're tired?
Having me.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm gonna read the comments. I'll be listening.
Okay, cool.
Right
I
on.
was gonna. Well, yeah.
I didn't mean to get off topic. The topic was those bastards that smoke cigarettes.
Yeah. Well, you know, the topic also is 4th of July or something. But what were we what did you want to talk about? We could talk about something totally different that was way more fucking coolish, you know? If you want to. But if you want to go, that's cool because you know, it's already like
Yeah.
possibly 1 there.
Yeah, 1:30.
Fuck. I'm tired here, right here in the back of my neck and shit all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You know? Oh yeah, but the title of this fucking show I think is the fucking radical customers. Yeah.
Oh, I saw a good one, man. Like in Los Angeles, they banned fireworks. And it said everyone responded by blowing off fireworks. It showed like an aerial view of the city with these fireworks blowing off everywhere.
That's funny.
Yeah.
He's carving his back.
He's back, huh? Backstage?
Uh-huh. I'm gonna let him up. I don't know. He's gonna. Okay. Let's see here. East Carbon exposed that stage. Hey, East Carbon, are you back?
Hey, Carbon.
Oh shit! He fucking pushed the button again. I think. Come on back now, East Carbon. He was dealing with his phone when he went away. You know how it looks like somebody's all like this and shit right before they go away. It means that they accidentally hit the wrong button.
Yeah, hit that back arrow.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'll talk to you soon, man. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
All right, peace.
Peace, bro. Shit. All of a sudden I'm up on here all by myself and everything and fucking, I had two cool friends on here, but one was kind of extensive for me and one wanted to talk about some cool ass shit. But East Carbon wanted to talk about some cool ass shit too, but it was just forget about all the other shit, bro. Down. For one, I don't celebrate, even if it was 4th of July or if it was like Christmas or birthday or like Halloween. Like, I think Halloween is funny. Like they dress up as ghouls and shit. That's cool. So if I like Halloween, can't I like fucking Cannibal Corpse? So all of a sudden I don't know Jesus or something? Oh, that motherfucker's favorite song is Vomit the Soul. He doesn't love Jesus. I don't go out of my way to celebrate any of them. They lit fireworks there anyway. I in Defiance in California. That is a miracle. Yeah, that is a miracle. It's a badass miracle. It's more than a miracle. I mean, it is a miracle because, like, look at those Americans did it. Hey, Carbon. I don't go. Yeah. What up?
Right. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you. You accidentally pushed the wrong button last time. I saw you fiddling with your phone, and now all of a sudden you took off.
Well, no,
That happened.
I did understand you're wrong, but
Oh. You need to roll me up another one.
what is going on? Are you smoking ganja here, sir?
Duh. God. What you think, bro?
Well, hold on, tough guy. I mean,
No, I didn't say that to be tough.
hold on, you fucking dick stain. Not everybody smokes fucking marijuana, you motherfucker.
I know that. I know that.
Well, okay, just so you know, half of your fucking audience that's gonna come up and go, this fucking guy smoking shit. Nobody fucking wants him smoking marijuana.
Damn.
Okay, understand that.
We're not supposed to. Everybody's not supposed to care about what I fucking do. Like everybody's not supposed to like that I smoke marijuana.
You motherfucker, fuck you. Everyone cares about what you're doing. Everyone cares, including me.
One time I went to a Tech Nine concert. It was May May 28th, 2010.
Did you
And,
just say you went to a Tech Nine concert?
Yeah, I went to a
Okay.
Tech Nine concert in Reno, Nevada on May 28th, 2010.
Hold on. You were the dumbest motherfucker in the world to admit that right here
Why?
on air. Okay.
Why?
Because that's the dumbest thing that you've probably ever said in your life. You should probably not say that again, by the way. I mean, that's
Tech
my only.
Nine?
I mean, look. Look. I'm trying to be very nice here, bro, but you are making it very difficult. Okay. I don't put up with these retarded behaviors by anybody, actually. And this is getting to the point of the most retarded behavior in history, sir. Just so you know. Why would you believe what you're doing? You, nobody else. Don't talk about anybody else. Why would you believe what you're doing helps anyone, sir? Anyone. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm waiting.
What about you, dude?
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna say it. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna say it again. Why would you believe anything you're saying or doing helps anyone in the world? I'm asking you a question. Go ahead. Go.
I could try to answer the question, but at the same time, you would probably just like have offense with everything I say and try to make it all about
Hold on.
what you think that is wrong.
Right. You and I are friends, sir. You have my actual telephone number. So here's the
Yeah, I don't think I got your telephone number anymore. I don't know what it is. I haven't called you in a long time.
Hold on. Stop. I have asked many people who I know that are telling me they have ideas that will help what we're doing. I'm asking you personally, sir. Hey, look, don't cry now, dude. I can answer this question every day of my life. Now, I'm going to ask you the question one more time. What are you doing? What are you personally doing to make everyone happier in the world? I'm asking you this question. Hold on. Don't laugh. I can answer it every day of the fucking world, sir. Okay. So for all these people that go, oh my God, why does the East Carmen keep talking shit every day of his life? I'm going to talk shit every day of my life. The problem is, hold on. The problem is, you idiots that run your mouth about me, I need you to explain yourself why I'm not doing the correct thing. Go.
No, I never said you weren't doing the correct thing. I like what you do. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I gave you a chance to not talk shit or whatever it is. Look. This is an interview.
I don't talk shit about you. Never have. I've been liking you.
Oh, hold on. I'm interviewing you. I want you to explain to me what's going on in the world. Please explain it to me. Go ahead. Go.
Well, almost every single day I get up on there and I watch some videos, see what's going on in the world, so I might get a what do you call it, a notification from like Bay Area Transparency or maybe somebody's live. Then I'll go watch some videos, and sometimes I'll see people doing some shit, and I'll be like, damn, that's fucking badass. But I'll kind of be like, but we keep on calling them cops and shit, and like they're not cops, not by governmental title. So it's not a very good thing. I'll put a comment like it's not a very good thing to call government cops, because cops isn't a government title. They can't get in trouble as cops. They can only get in trouble as public service employees. Cops isn't in their manual. Public service employees is in the government manual. You can't put a complaint against a cop. I'd like to put a complaint against this deputy. They're not deputies, they're public service employees. These are the comments I put on there, and then but then I also put on comments like, man, that's badass. I'm fucking hella thankful for what people do. Like JC News now, his ass is out there doing some cool ass shit, almost every single day, You're posting videos of you protesting at the local meetings all the time.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question then. I mean, you obviously understand what's going on, but my question is,
Hey, Cammed Up Caveman, good to see you.
Why would a First Amendment auditor target? Hold on. Target other individuals in their relationships in the world. Why? I'm asking you that question. And
I don't know why people do that. I don't know why people do that.
Hold on. I'm going to give you examples, by the way. Okay. Brandon, fuck you, Mitchell. Okay. He is one that has targeted my channel. Okay. I can go. Hold on. Stop. Jeez. Oh my God. These criminals. Okay. The other criminal that has now targeted my channel is Cliff from in Utah. He is a criminal, just like the rest of these idiots. Okay, why would you support these idiots? I'm asking.
Me?
You. Yes.
Yeah, no, they're not no idiots to me, bro. I see intelligence in the people I care about. I see intelligence in them. That's why I care about them, like you. But I don't do that, dude. I don't do that. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if anybody talks shit about me. I know people. I know I'm stupid. You know what I mean? I'm okay. I've had problems my entire life. I don't care about problems. I'll tell people that they're stupid all I want. If I feel like they're stupid, I'll tell you you're stupid. But if I don't feel like you're stupid, I'm not going to tell you you're stupid. You know what I mean? If you do something to me that's stupid, I might tell you that you're stupid, but I'm not going to go out of my way to just sit there and do something to you because I don't really fucking need to.
Well, I will now ask you a question. Why?
Why? Why do I not go out of my way to not fucking just have some beef with people that are just regulars? They're not a bunch of cop-loving son of a bitches. They're just regulars.
All right. Well, now I will ask you.
I've never known Brandon Mitchell to be a cop-loving son of a bitch, so I don't give a fuck if he offends me or not. You know, he's cool. I think that he makes badass comments almost all of the time. You know, I've been watching Brandon Mitchell's comments in the fucking comment section.
For 5 years, right? 5 years?
No. Since
Right.
2015 or more.
Well, that was 20 years ago, by the way. My only point is
No, it's 10 years ago, I think.
hold on.
11 years ago.
11, great, yeah. Okay. All of us are in the same boat, by the way. There is several people that is not in the same boat. And
There's
here's
people like
why.
James Freeman that was on people like James Freeman. He was on Cop Block back in 2011 and 2012 after the Kelly Thomas beating. Demo Freeman started Cop Block. That was where I first saw James Freeman's comments.
Stop.
There's people like that, and then Eric Brandt came out on. He's been a protester since way back. Tom Zebra is original.
Okay, what you're saying right now is that most people.
I'm an original commenter. I'm not an original video maker, but I'm an original commenter from way back.
No, you're starting to piss me off. You understand what I'm saying is that these guys who we know are from very early. Everyone understands who James Freeman is. Do they understand who Demo Freeman is? No, nobody does. You and I do.
Everybody
You
should
and
know.
I do. You and I, but nobody really understands what you're even talking about. Actually,
I think that Ajot would know what I'm talking about.
Actually, you're wrong.
Kevin Brown would know what I'm talking about.
All these fucking liars that think they were around.
Zebra would know what I'm talking about.
No, it's, I mean, look, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. And so I don't care. No.
Remember back in 2011 when Kelly Thomas got beat to death by the cops? It polarized everybody. Everybody was on the internet fucking talking about the cops, how they beat up Kelly Thomas to death.
That's not my topic tonight, sir.
Well, fuck. It's always my topic.
Hold on. If you want me to bring up any topic, send me an email at East Carbon, Utah, eastcarbonexposed@utah.com. Other than that, these cocksuckers, I'm not going to even care about. Ever.
When I was a little kid, I was probably I think I was like around 4 or 5 years old. I had a pig in Lakeshore, Utah, and it was in a little cage. I mean, it wasn't my pig; it was my dad's pig. But anyways, us kids thought it was ours. You know what I mean? Next, all of a sudden, I learned how to talk like a pig because I was sitting there, like basically just staring at this pig in this cage. For hours in a day, you know what I mean? I'd be sitting there and I'd talk with the pig because the pig would start like that, and I started doing that shit. All of a sudden, that's when I learned how to talk like a pig. But when you start fucking learning how to talk like a pig, all of a sudden, fucking, you start learning the cadence of when they do a high pitch or a low pitch, or grunts and all sorts of shit. You know what I mean? So this is part of when you start learning about animals and the nature of everything, and fucking, mimicking calls and all that shit. I went to the fucking public school too. Those motherfucking stupid bastards are evil. I'm as American as you. I'm just not, I don't want to be mean, but I just want to be a joke to like as provocativeness. I'm just not as stupid, is what it is. You know, pigs are professional con men. Yeah, I can't talk like one of those pigs. I don't know how to talk like a fucking street pig. I don't even know how to talk like the farm animal. You know what I mean? I'm a fucking farm animal. I was born on a farm. you know, I was born at home. My daddy didn't have no insurance, massa. You know, so back in the '80s, they thought that having insurance was a thing, massa. They was watching Days of Oz lives, massa. Yeah, so I was born at home on the couch because there was no insurance or whatever. So that's why you didn't go to the fucking hospital where you're supposed to get fucking help from people that have fucking hopefully studied their entire lives to fucking deal with the fucking parts of the human body that they specialize in. And hopefully they're not a bunch of fucking weird ass religious people that fucking take their own fucking personal beliefs out on others. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not married and you have a baby out of wedlock, you might go to the hospital, and when you fucking are supposed to fucking cut the umbilical cord, the fucking doctor fucking thinks that you're a piece of shit because you aren't married to the bitch that you're fucking having a baby with. Everybody on the internet's gonna say he called a woman bitch. It's like, no, I'm just fucking around. Why are you gonna take me serious? I have no fucking. You have no business taking me serious. Like, you can all you want to, but like, what the fuck? you know, just because I say bitch one time doesn't mean all of them are bitches, right? Or something. I'm a bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? Fuck. That's why I can't get mad at people like Pink Taco or fucking anybody else that makes fucking weird videos. Not even at Blue Bacon. I think Blue Bacon and like what fucking fucking shit. Artie's Corporate Fiction definitely made a video about me. That fucking Irish dude. I can't remember. Irish Demon. That was it. Yep, Irish Demon. He's actually a cool ass dude. But at the same time, he's argued with me for years about cop loving and how compliant I should be. He basically hated me for a while just because I wanted fucking more freedoms than what he was willing to offer me. Like, I couldn't talk him into and I could not talk him in. I can't say I can't talk him in because we had a little bit of a cool connection there. He understood where I was coming from there for a second, and plus something was happening with his family, and that was fucking horrible. And I commented to him about his family member that was sick. I can't remember. It was an important family member. Me and Irish Demon aren't friends. We argued for a lot of years on YouTube, and then we're friendly with each other when we actually talk to each other on the fucking live stream. That's how this world is. That's why the fucking county that's fucking going against me, which I fucking basically grew up in a large portion of my life. It's not where I was born. It's not where I fucking first moved to, but I think it's where I third moved to. You know what I mean? And then I had stayed there for like the rest of my fucking life. You know what I mean? But I don't even care. Like, I do care about the town and everything, right? Because everybody from there cares about the fucking town. But what I'm talking about is, I care about the sticks and the fucking rocks and the trees and shit in the forest. Like, I absolutely need to be able to walk around them hills. Like, a lot of people drive those long roads and they see a lot of brown. But I know of green places. You know what I mean? I know where to find water in mud, on a hillside, underneath a fucking bush. You know what I mean? But just because I say that doesn't mean you're going to go out to the desert and find a fucking bush with mud under it with fucking water, because you're not. That's not the whole story. You got to know where they are. You know what I mean? That way you can fucking walk around. You know? But your own country is not worth your life. You know, what you think of your own country. Because what you think of your own country is really not what your own country is. That's why it's not worth your life in any way, shape, or form. It's not worth your children's lives. It's not worth all the heroes' lives. You know, even those dudes that signed up to the army and fucking never went to war, but they just went and fucking got like fucking yelled at and fucking had to do all these push-ups and shit. They actually went through some shit because they actually went through it, you know? So, yeah, I don't hate them for that in any way, shape, or form, but fucking why are you guys participating still and still trying to call it cool? Ugh. It's so fucking 1983 when we didn't know shit and everything was still black and white, almost. TVs turn like this. Which one of those 100 fucking numbers do you want to turn it to? Maybe there's 3 channels. Maybe. And one of them's black and white. Fucking Mary Tyler Moore. Oh shit. Sorry about that. What's the matter with you? I was going off for a second. I see now. That is amazing. You did that. What? You hunt wild hogs with a knife and a dog and dogs. That's badass. Hell yeah. Javelinas. Fuck yeah. Javelinas. Wait, what? You caught wild pigs live and trained them? Or is that joking? Among activists, people like to see folks who live by the golden rule as much as they are able to. Everyone falls short, but it's the genuine effort that counts. Yeah, it's the genuine effort that counts. That's what it is, because none of us are going to be perfect, but we should be genuine efforting. Those fucking pigs that are there, they want to say, "Oh, I'm people too. I pay my taxes and shit," even though they fucking pay their taxes from the taxes, if they even do pay their taxes. They say they pay their taxes, but I don't do their books and shit. They're not. They're not. They don't want to be privy with my ass. Fuck. They want to withhold records if at all costs. You know, redact everything that they want, and it's not even theirs to redact. But that's something that people need to learn to not even try to believe. You know, like that's one of the things that I have a hard time with. You are the smartest guy I know, and well, 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 something. During about time, it's taking me forever just to post a fucking well read. Yeah, you know what's funny is I learned to read around like 4 or 5. I think it was like maybe 3 or 4, 4 or 5, somewhere in there. I passed the hunter safety for my dad when I was 5 years old. You know what I mean? That's how I got my first gun, which is the Red Ryder. But it was funny because when I was like 5 years old, I got that Red Ryder for fucking passing the hunter safety course. And then that was my first gun I've ever owned that was mine, you know, that I could take out when I wanted to and shoot some birds if I wanted to. Well, next, all of a sudden, within months of me getting my first gun, which was a Red Ryder, just a single pump little BB gun that was highly weak, you know. Anyways, yeah, I first saw the Daisy pump pellet gun. I was like, oh my gosh, the hell is this Red Ryder thing? You know what I mean? But yeah, Red Ryder's a good gun. When I was a little kid, I thought I was cool, right? But no, I was cool. I would have fucking handled the shit out of that pellet gun. You know? That's the only problem is when I was always um physically fit, but I did not like to fucking do um the schoolwork part. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my gosh, this shit bored the fuck out of me. Um, it was uh torture. The public school system was torture for me. That's awesome. They got you at 22 when you were 5. That'd be badass. Or when yeah. I I guess that was only my dad's thing. He wanted me to have a gun when I was 5. I shot a shotgun when I was 3, but I only pulled the trigger while my dad held up the stock, 4 stock. Yeah, I got in my life I've hardly ever trained for defense with the gun. Um, even though I used numerous guns. I remember the first time my dad showed me an H bar. It was an M16. Um, I was, I think, 9 years old when I was shooting the M16. Um, that's an AR platform type. It's H bar, but not. I guess not an AR platform. The AR platform is based off the H bar or whatever. But yeah, the M16 is an older gun. The AR-15 is based off of it. I was a shortstop on a baseball team that was undefeated 2 years in a row. I could hit a home run almost every time. But yeah, sometimes I would get in my head and I wouldn't be able to hit the ball one time. I'd swing to kill it. I was swinging to kill it every fucking time though. That's what you're supposed to not do. But I was also a little kid. I was probably like, I think I was in second and third grade, or third and fourth, third, fourth, fifth, and well, sixth. I think in sixth grade I started playing basketball for the first time, and I really didn't like basketball, but I was good at enough. I was good at it. I hated basketball though. It was such a fucking sport that you couldn't fucking slam your ass into somebody, but everybody tries to. Everybody tries to be rough basketball. You know what I mean? That's how it was back in the day, anyways. But yeah, it was a sport that wasn't like wrestling was one of my favorite sports ever. I yeah, and then football. Shit, football is such a fun sport. Come to find out, football is soccer. But they tell us it's soccer there in America or whatever. It's like even England doesn't even call it soccer. What the hell is the United States talking about? Everything in the United States is about yuppie. Fuck. Donald Trump saying, "Oh, they should have overturned that penalty." It's like, you know what? That penalty had enough plausible fucking what is it? It was actual or apparent that that dude purposely stepped on the back of that calf muscle and drug the fucking foot down to the fucking ankle. You know what I mean? It's like anybody watching the fucking replay can see that the guy's foot goes for the guy's leg while the guy's other leg is going for the ball. What is that guy even going for? He's not going for the ball. He's purposely going for the dude's fucking leg. I don't even watch soccer, you know, but I'm living around football watchers, you know what I mean? They're fucking badass. They're the real deal, you know? Shit. Some of the best people on earth. Fuck. You know, and I'm supposed to be from the USA or whatever that fucking talks shit about everybody, you know, especially if they're brown and shit. It's like, man, fucking brown people are fucking honorable as shit. You haven't even fucking gave yourself a chance to know. You're all stuck in this, oh man, fuck no, man, fuck, oh, you know. I don't want to be the, oh no, fuck, man, fuck, American, man, fucking, oh, fuck, man. Took almost every right, has taken every right. There is not one person of authority in the United States that's trying to stop Nye County from threatening me to stuff my camera up my ass was the first offense against me. When they didn't take my complaint for seriousness, that was their second offense against me. Then when they fucking kept on placing this motherfucker in my fucking area when I told them not to, that I was being harassed since way back, they fucking kept putting them in my fucking area. They're Nye County. They know they did. I called them numerous times. I'm trying to put in complaints like an American, you know, because we're supposed to be so fucking compliant. You know, that means I tried to comply. I tried to do their stupid fucking shit. And they took my complaint as like some fucking joke, like they didn't even have to fucking care about it. They tell me, oh, just send all your evidence or whatever up to this email, whatever. Their emails a lot of times fucking go to nothing. They use the internet as something that they can just put a couple words in the thing for as a description of their bullshit, and then they fucking don't even get back to you about anything. They're fucking liars. Liars all the way across the fucking board. But I'm the fucking asshole or whatever. No. I'm supposed to be the one with the right to life. And I've always been poor and shit. Like, they like to pick on me or something. They think that I'm the motherfucking liberal. They say I'm the bottom feeding Obama lover. I don't really like Obama. He dropped more bombs than George Bush. I didn't like George Bush. George Bush made me not a Republican. Okay? George Bush Jr. George Bush Jr. made me not a Republican. I was a fucking slave back then. I fucking would sign up for the army and everything back then. I fucking was a dumbass motherfucker, you know? I didn't have to go into the military. I was lucky. Somebody put false charges on me like the night before I was going to get picked up by a recruiter. I got fucking saved by the bell, you know? Some fucking piece of shit in my life fucking tried to beat me with the 9-iron, but really didn't beat me with it because I didn't give a fuck about his 9-iron. He did whip me with it. He whipped me with it like he used to whip me with a belt. Okay? Over and over a fucking again. The cops described it as a crow had landed on my shoulders because the bruising was like 3 toes grabbing on. It's because the 9-iron's really thin and it fucking swacked me in the shoulders over and over again. You know what I mean? But when he used a 9-iron, I used my fists. And he's such a fucking cheap motherfucker that I kept going and he kept going because I'm fucking way more stronger than his fucking ass. Not stronger. I mean, he's been my size. He's been my size since I was a little kid. You know? Shit. Yeah. But he used a 9-iron and I didn't use a 9-iron. But, you know, I got retaliated on, you know. Yeah. The same DA that started doing this to me this time, I complained about him finally. You know, like all these other times in my life, this DA would go up against me numerous times in my life, ever since I was like 12 years old. they this one he's a deputy DA now, but he got in trouble for DUI and had to stop being the DA. He was the DA, Nye County District Attorney, which he's evil as shit. He can flat out know that, yeah, you were involved in something, but you weren't involved in what they're trying to pin on you. And he can still keep on trying to pin it on you, even though he knows. You know how they know is because you got all the fucking bruising, but the person that's trying to say that you did the thing has no bruising, and they know, but they still hold you in their jail. And when you complain to their officers act like they're your friend and they understand what you're going through, but they're not doing it to you. They're just housing you. It's like, I know what you're going through, Mr. Such and Such, but I just work here. We just house you. We were told by the county to house you, so we're going to just keep on housing you, even though we know that your motherfucking ass had the fucking broken bones and the fucking ripped tendons and bruising all over and bleeding from several parts on the chest and from the forehead. That's what Nye County did to me. They facilitated it. They facilitated a lie against me and then held me in their jail. It's what they did to me. They know I can get along with a lot of fucking people. They know that I can. They've known me for years. They always try to say they had to deal with me. It's like I was supposed to have a right to life. I had to deal with you. I had to deal with Nye County my whole life, basically. The whole reason why we moved there was because my stepdad got a deputy job there. So I've been having to deal with Nye County deputies since I was 11 years old. It almost hasn't been fair. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't fair. Wasn't fair. Not one little bit. All the time I would have to go to the psychiatrist when I was a kid. I'd have to go to the psychiatrist and tell them about how I was doing, what I was thinking, all this stuff, and how I was feeling. They were trying to fix what was wrong with me. Next, all of a sudden, it's like you guys didn't even begin to even care about what was wrong with me. The things that was really wrong with me and the things that they were trying to think was wrong with me is two different fucking things, and they don't care about what I care about at all. You know what I mean? That's what it really was. They care about looking good for their job because they think that their little fucking implementation of a psychiatrist in the public school is their job, instead of like actually fucking wondering what really kids want. You know what I mean? It's like they needed to fucking step on back and let a motherfucker work. You know what I mean? And I don't even mean on schoolwork. I should have been able to play every fucking thing in that school I should have been able to play all the football program, any program I wanted to play in the fucking school. I should have been able to play with a straight F. And I don't give a shit what you feel about. Because, for one, I'm a zoo book reader. You know, I've been reading zoo books since I was like fucking a little kid. I didn't have to ask my mom what a hippopotamus was. You know? People are so fucking weird, dude. I remember my grandpa, he had a fucking Cabbage Patch Kid that always stayed up on the shelf. And me and my sisters, we always wanted, well, my sisters mainly wanted to play with Cabbage Patch Kids, but I mean, I was a little kid too, you know, I wanted to play with Cabbage Patch Kids too, you know, but this Cabbage Patch Kid was always up on the shelf, and fucking it never even had no clothes on or nothing, you know, and every time we would wonder why the Cabbage Patch Kid, it was, and they would tell us that's Elvira, you know, and we're like, what the fuck, Elvira? Hey, Elvira. Well, Elvira was almost like a fucking person in our family almost, you know. We loved that doll, you know. For some reason, it never was ever used for anything, you know. It was just a doll on a shelf named Elvira, not to be played with. I don't know what the fuck. You know, it could have been something as magical as like my grandparents lost a bunch of their kids and they didn't like that, you know. So maybe Elvira was like a doll they got for a kid that never made it, you know, because, you know, they had miscarriages and all sorts of stuff, you know. I don't know. I never even was told about what the fucking use of that doll was for, you know, but that's probably what it was. But yeah, my grandparents on my mom's side were hella loving. My grandparents on my dad's side were hella loving too, but that was different. They were Mormons and they were weird. I tell you what. No, but they were loving, awesome. My grandpa, he drank a lot, but the only thing is when he was drinking, he was sober, but when he wasn't drinking, he was drunk. You know, and he was a badass dude when he was a young guy, merchant marine, doing moving shit, all sorts of badass. But guys back in their day, they had nothing better to do but to go sign up and shit. That was American way and all this shit. Supposedly by you know, Hollywood standards and anyway, you know, they teach us how to be American, you know. But maybe I'm a fucking dickhead for saying that they teach us how to be American. I had this thought back in 2006 because there's a documentary from 2006. I'll never forget it. Lisa Ling, you know. That's how obsessive and compulsive I am. I want to get something in my head that I want to fucking care about. Like, I don't give a shit. But I shouldn't have to. But I do all of a sudden, which is stupid. But that Lisa Ling reporter, whatever, she did a documentary with some doctors that went in to fix cataracts, and they were talking to everybody. They were trying to they snuck cameras into North Korea. And, I mean, it's a humanitarian effort, especially if they are as oppressed. But I know they're talking about oppressed. The United States is just as oppressed as North Korea because I can already tell when you know, I was raised there since the 80s, you know. But I'm not just trying to say something like that, you know. It's like I didn't ask the cops to like make skateboarding a crime just because we were on the sidewalk. You know, there's a lot of good skating on the sidewalk. It's called street skating. It's an actual fucking part of skateboarding art, you know, like the whole art of skateboarding. You know, when you're a skateboarder, not everybody flicks their foot off of the fucking skateboard the same way, you know, to make a kickflip. Some people drag it off the nose, you know, higher up on the tip. Some drag it off to the side. You know what I mean? Some use their left foot to kick, and some use their right foot to kick. Some people fucking kick with their left foot and still use their kick the ground for go with their left foot, and then use their right foot to kick the tricks. You know, it's funny as shit. You know, like skateboarding is a fucking actual art, but the cops, they made it fucking illegal in 92, 93, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93 even. You know, skateboarding, you fucking get busted, you go to jail, Jack. They'll try to take you down and fucking say that you're a bad boy. Skateboarding on the sidewalk. Crime. You go to jail. You know what I mean? Oh, fuck, man, shit. Remind me the next time I don't want to be the art of a cop. You know, if skateboarding is an art and cop is an art, I don't want to be an artist of a cop. I want to be an artist of a skateboarder. You know? No. I don't want to spend my life driving around acting like I'm going to fucking see some boys like, oh, yeah, they fucking just fucking grinded off the goddamn post office mailbox. But, I mean, the post office mailbox is still there, you know? And they're the public. They're supposed to be able to use their public like they want to. You're the fucking public. Those motherfuckers were robbing tax dollars from our parents for so fucking long. They should be able to replace the fucking metal box every fucking time one of us monkeys fucking fly off of it. But they don't think like that. They want to act like fucking. They all act like they go to church, but they're the ones fucking killing people on Sunday. That's not cool at all. Nope. No. They need to leave our people alone. They need to leave our people all the way alone. Our people have had enough of it, and we're supposed to be able to trust these people, but we can't trust them. So if we can't trust them, they're forcing compliance. If you're not fucking, if a large group of the people don't trust them, then they're forcing compliance on a large group of the people. And it ain't none of this, oh, you're just a fucking criminal that you want to just, no, I want to just be free a little bit, you know, like no questions asked. If I'm not harming nobody, fucking mind your business, you know? I swear to God, going up to the 4th of July that I'm supposed to fucking celebrate like I'm so fucking cool and shit. All I seen on the Facebook, okay? And I know Facebook, it was on YouTube too. It was like, please don't have fireworks on the 4th of July because my dogs get scared and they run under the bed for like a day or two, maybe 8 days around the 4th of July. Because Americans don't want just fireworks on the 4th of July. They want to fucking have their freedom on the 8 days before 4th of July and 8 days after 4th of July. But you can't do that. You can't have that freedom. You can't have that freedom on the 4th of July. You can't have that freedom 8 days before or 8 days after. That's what they want you to believe. Peace. Much love. But I'm always the stupid one. I'm always the stupid one. You know? We're all almost the we're all always the stupid one because nobody fucking likes what any of us do. Nope. But that brings me to another point. I'm not the one that was telling somebody that I was going to stuff something up their ass. They were telling me that I was going to stuff something up their ass. It's like, or no, they were telling me that they were going to stuff something up my ass. It's like, no, I don't want, no, I'm going to record you, and you're not going to tell me you're going to stuff my camera up my ass. You're just going to fucking be recorded. And you're going to do a good job. And you're not even doing a job. You're performing a service to a public trust. The books doesn't say public. The books doesn't say fucking they're doing a good job. That they're doing a job. Public service is a public trust. That's NRS 281A. Public service is a public trust. It doesn't say public service is a public job. They're not doing a job. They're serving. They're the trustee. Public service is a public trust. It's not that we are supposed to trust them, like trust them to do right and not wrong, but we're not. It's a trust. Like we're the beneficiaries. They're the trustees. That's how it always is. That's the NRS. It says for the public service is a public trust and shall be held for the sole benefit of the public. That's what it is. We're the public. They're the public service. We're the public. They're the public service. Our public ground out in Nevada is our public ground, not their public ground to take our water out of and sell back to us through the pipes that us and our parents' taxes paid for. That's what it's already been taken. Also, it's such an emolument violation that we were treated like slaves. We were treated like slaves by public service employees that were defiant of Article 1, Section 9, Clause 8. Yeah. Emolument violation. Title. They're always seeking titles. They're seeking titles. They're seeking all sorts of different titles. They're not even. They're calling themselves cop, deputy, officer. It's like, yeah, you're an officer, but you're not our officer. You're maybe in the Union, in the American Union. You're an officer in the American Union, but we're the American nation. You don't fuck and tell us what to do. It's not how it's supposed to be. Never has, never was, never should have been. Everybody that's been doing it's a fraud. You were supposed to be so honorable that you loved to uphold my rights. If you found out one of yours was trying to tell me that they were going to stuff my camera up my ass, you should have been helping me because you should have been so lovingly to uphold my rights. Even if you thought I was a shit ass yeller, you were supposed to leave all your biases aside and uphold my rights. That's what you were supposed to do. If you thought I cussed and I wasn't fit for church, you were supposed to uphold my rights. That's what you were supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do for all of them. Not just me. For all of the people in public. You can't just go up to people and ask them if they're supposed to be in public. Are they standing in public? They're the people. I don't give a shit what you feel about it. The government's not even supposed to be ran the way it was. They're not supposed to be taking any tax dollars. They're not this group, not that group, that group, that group. Any taxes are supposed to be paid commercially by corporations that are acting within our public. We're supposed to be free. But at the same time, there was always supposed to be something such as defense. But I don't know if I've just seen. I don't know if I've seen the United States fucking be defensive in all my life. I mean, World War II is supposed to be about us defending other countries, and I say us. It was about defending other countries, I guess. But where were they? They were all over there. They were over there in other countries. You know, it's so weird. It's such a weird thing. You know, and they tell us that it was North against South the last time we was in a war on our soil or whatever. They call it our soil. It's like, man, there's only one Earth and we only got one. We need to stop this bullshit. We only got one. You know, we need to be able to come together. You know what I mean? Somehow. We only got one Earth. We can't be just. I don't understand the thinking of those people that think that they only want to be them in America or whatever, because all of everybody else you're excluding 75% of the world. For what exactly? To keep something the same way as it was, where it was like they had whites only in '65, I think. I mean, I've seen whites only signed in 2000. You know, I seen one in a bowling alley in Hawthorne, Nevada. There's an old bowling alley in there. It was in a town called Babbitt, the old Babbitt bowling alley. That's what it was. Yeah, it wasn't even in Hawthorne, Nevada. It was in Babbitt, Nevada. It was the old Babbitt bowling alley. Hawthorne's a base town. There's the old Army base near. A lot of black people stationed at the Army base had to intermingle with the white folk in town. Very racist subject. Pretty sad subject. Pretty fucking ignorant subject. Not ignorant that such as that we would talk about it, but ignorant that it happened. Why were they doing it? What was it for? I mean, it was to be mean to one people as you're trying not to have anybody be mean to you by being mean to people or something. I don't get it. It didn't work. It wouldn't have worked for me. It wouldn't have worked for me. I would have been an abscounder or something, especially if I was like just born a white guy and I was supposed to act like you. No, don't want to. I want to act like I want to just be left alone and you are left alone by me and let's all live free and all this. Yeah, but that I know there's killers out there. Surely 11 men can take me down. That's what there's a maxim of law. Surely 11 people can take you. That's why that's why we decided to have a rule of law, because surely 11 people can take your house from you. That show up, surround your house. They're coming in. You might be able to get 3 of them, but can you get 5 of them? What if you can only get 1 of them before they get you? Surely 11 of them can take you out. The whole task force. They even got them now. They got them. SWAT. They call them SWAT teams, and they want you to believe that they're cool because they do them to your neighbors. And hopefully not you, but you know they have no discrimination. They can show up without even being asked to because they got the wrong address. It's a sad thing. You know, everybody knows that it happens, but they say there's nothing we can do about it. Oh, there's a lot we can do about it. For one, we can say, hey, we're supposed to be way better than that. We're supposed to not try to go after anyone unless it's happening in their presence, or if it was caught in the act. There's getting the witnesses and stuff that could be you're getting too out there. There's always 2 or 3 liars. You don't have to believe me or my friends, and I don't have to believe you or your friends. So I'm not gonna play the whole 2 or more witnesses bullshit. That's fucking spooky. It's not spooky just for me. I'm not saying it's spooky for me. I'm saying it's spooky for others. Anybody that would be treated like that, no, that's getting treated guilty until found innocent. That's the scariest world you could ever live in. It's next to hell. We're living in next to hell when they think that they can just snap around and fucking grab you up, put you in their cuffs because they don't like how they told you that they were going to file a complaint against you. You're sitting there trying to tell them where to stand in their road. You're the cop. You don't tell them where to stand in their road. You just, okay, you have to close down the road. You don't fucking violate that side's rights, and you don't violate this side's rights. You don't violate nobody's rights. If you're standing there walking around in the road, they can stand around walking in the road. It's not the people's fault that that the crowd is partying there. They have the right to party in their public. Everybody else in the whole public should be knowing that when people are exercising their freedom in a park, that your public is first come, first serve. First in line is first on time. So it doesn't matter when you got there. You're there. You can be there for as long as you want. There should be no time limit on public. People want to pride themselves on being a night shift, and they go out at night. They're not allowed to go to the public park after 7? That's bullshit. Which authoritarian came up with that stupid shit? And they're always talking about they want more cops, but then they all want to go to bed after 7. It's like, no, we're not paying you to go to bed after 7. So why are you closing down our fucking park after 7? In fact, why are we paying you at all? Why are you even here? Are you here to protect my rights, or are you here to fucking just act like you're a honcho? Because right now you're trying to treat me like you're a honcho. You don't even give a fuck about what I give a fuck about. It's never been. But I'm supposed to be the anti-American that doesn't like the way the fucking shit's looking right now. I can see better than it, I didn't touch them. They reached out and touched me, and then I reacted to them touching me unlawfully. I didn't like it. I didn't give a fuck who it was. They shouldn't have touched me. I wasn't touching nobody. I'm not there to touch anybody. I know that every single one of these motherfuckers could be a piece of shit, but I'm not there to fucking touch anybody. I'm just there to remind them that, you know what? You guys could be doing the fucking right thing. I was saying name and fucking employee number. Name and fucking employee number, and somebody touched me. I defended myself. I said, hey, don't push me. They're trying to say, oh, it was something else. Something else. No, I don't give a fuck. When? Mine was a reaction. I didn't touch you first. I didn't walk across the street to touch you. You walked across the street, touched me. I'm supposed to feel bad about that. I'm not supposed to feel all good about that and just, What are you gonna do after you push me back? What, are you gonna push me back 2 feet? And if I fucking don't want to go back any further, so I try to stand at 2 feet, then all of a sudden you start pushing me back 3 feet? What is this? And you are doing wrong to me. You're doing wrong to me. You're doing so wrong to me. I was being told I was going to have my camera shoved up my ass, and I did the right thing by telling you. I tried to tell you guys, but you didn't really want to listen to me. You just wanted to act like you were a schmuck, and then fucking act like you didn't have to listen to me at all. You didn't show me that I even wanted to share my videos with you. There was no trying to see if that dude was actually telling me he was going to stuff my camera up my ass. I'm standing there. I got a camera. He's telling me he's going to stuff it up my ass. Is this old guy going to put his hands on me? I don't want him to put his hands on me. He's already fucking creeping on me. I told him years before to not come around my house in an official capacity. He was using you could tell he was using his position with the county as a reason to come around me. When I told him not to come around my house in official capacity, he came around my house in official capacity more and more and more. He's calling me bottom feeding Obama lover. I'm not even trying to tell him he's a George Bush lover. You know, like I didn't care about that part. He's caring about that part. I'm caring about him harassing me using his county position to fucking make me feel intimidated. What? Back then when I started getting intimidated by this county official, I was thinking, oh man, this guy's gonna fucking use the county against me. And sure as shit, what are they doing? They're using the county against me. Their dude pushed me. Their dude was threatening to stuff my camera up my ass, and then their other dude pushed me when I wasn't touching nobody. It's like, what is this? One of their dudes threatened me, physical force. I don't even care if he could fit a camera up my ass. I don't want him to touch me. I don't want him to fucking touch me. Nope. I tried to tell you guys that he was telling me that he was gonna stuff a camera up my ass, and fucking you guys acted like you didn't have to care about me. And then you guys fucking allowed him to keep coming around my house. I've already got all the paperwork in that I can get and copies, a lot of copies of everything. All this fucking, you know, every single one of their names that have done something to me, basically furthered the harassment. I say they keep on furthering the harassment because they haven't really moved to end the harassment. The Jim Basinger dude, he got canceled from the position. I don't know. People say he's still seen in the county yard down there since. But what I do know is that they fucking are helping that guy threaten me. So far as they threaten me all the way away from my house because I don't have a county to lock them up in. I don't have 50 good men to lock them up in. You know, they're so crooked. They're so evil. I'm not the one that would do any of the shit that they're doing to me to them. When I'm protesting them, I'm calling them bitches and fucking pussies and fucking cock bitches and everything else. But that's all just a bunch of provocative speech. I maybe not even believe that of them. I'm just doing that because that's what I'm allowed to do. I'm allowed to criticize them. I'm allowed to think that they're a bitch. But that still doesn't mean that I do think that they're a bitch. If I have a right to think that they're a bitch, I also have a right to think that they're not a bitch. I would rather think that they're not. But right now, I told them that I was being told. They want to act like, he wants to protest Jeff Stark for putting a fake dog ticket on him. But now he's fucking trying to complain to us that fucking Jim Basinger is threatening to stuff his camera up his ass. Yeah, Jeff Stark put a fake fucking dog ticket on me. Fucking Jennifer Clapper knows for a fact that Jeff Stark's testimony did not add up with fucking John Myers' testimony and did not add up with Stephen Wanko's testimony. But then she still made me guilty. All three of them told a different story. One said the dogs rounded around C. One said that the dogs came into the yard. One said that the dogs went up around C and went into Stephen Wanko's yard. But when Stephen Wanko said something on the stand, he said that no, not on that day. He didn't see John Meyer or Jeff Stark on that day. He says not on that day. oh, he's gonna be guilty, blah blah blah. Fuck you are a liar. Jennifer Clapper tried to tell me that I needed to wear proper attire in her courtroom. It's like, what am I? Am I your slave? I've always been your slave, huh? You've been treating me like I'm your slave for a long time. I'm supposed to wear proper attire? For who? Me, the peaceful man? Or for you, the one that's trying to force me to do things like wear proper attire? My shirt? I don't know. Do I have any holes in that side or this side? I don't know. It's a pretty old shirt. It's probably worn out somewhere. You know. But they wanted me to not wear a t-shirt like this in court. I had Dickies, I had green Dickies shorts on. They were so cool. I loved those green Dickies shorts. And then I had my my Walmart flip-flops, and ones or whatever. The and ones, they're like 15 fucking bucks. And they're a hell of a good flipper. They're a hell of a good slipper. Yeah. And then I got the case discovery where the detective is looking at my video that does not contain a crime. It contains constitutionally protected activity. And he wants to try to say that there's a crime of stalking in that video when I was engaged in constitutionally protected activity the entire time. I was in public. I was protesting my public service employee. I was recording in public. I was using my voice, which is a protest move, which is a public participation. I was publicly participating using my voice to protest the public service employee that was near my home that had months earlier lied about me and said that they had seen something that they didn't see, nor could they even see. At the time when something happened, you can see in the video that they're on the other side of the road doing whatever the fuck they're doing over there, because the kid was actually trying to mind his own business for the most part. But when it came down to it, he always chose to side with those clowns. They all taught him that I was the clown. I wasn't supposed to have rights and freedoms. I wasn't supposed to have protections. I wasn't supposed to have guarantees. I was supposed to be forgotten about. I was supposed to be looked down on. I was supposed to be made to feel like I didn't exist. That's what I was supposed to be made to do. And these public service employees, they want to fucking do this to me. There was a time in my life, I have documentation of this, where it says that I had been placed dog at large tickets on me by Jim Basinger's family. I beat all 4 charges. The judge, Honorable Mashlack, I'll say he's honorable for one time. Actually, more than one time, because I defended myself against Jeff Stark's driving without a registration charge. I proved to Judge Mashlack that I was allowed to use my, automobile or recreational vehicle or whatever you wanted to. There's my automobile. It's not for them to decide in the first place. But I even used their state statutes to prove that I was allowed by their state statute. I had the right to be on the road, but per their state statute, I also was allowed to be on the road, even though fuck their state statute. But I had to prove to them that even their state statute allowed me on the road, and the judge, justice of the peace, saw my argument and decided that yes, I was in fact always supposed to be where I was at. And that's why I thank that judge. It was Judge Joe Mashlack, Justice of the Peace. Joe Mashlack, not judge. Sorry. In the state of Nevada, Justice of the Peace is specifically denominated Justice of the Peace. Where courts held, where Justice Court is held, specifically denominated Justice Court. Therefore, Justice of the Peace is specifically denominated Justice of the Peace. They're not judge. They're not judge. They're specifically denominated Justice of the Peace. It's a limited jurisdiction, and it's a jurisdiction within their group, not my group. Their group thinks that they have this unlimited jurisdiction. Almost, they think that they get to decide. They think that they get to determine in the state of Nevada probable cause determination, and somehow the Justice of the Peace determines this from a location where you're not even involved to defend yourself against this determination. They're just going to look at something, what did they get talked to by the deputy that arrested you? Because no, that's not even right. They are not supposed to sit there and probable cause determine. They're supposed to have a probable cause hearing, and even that, they need to be able to prove that you actually committed a crime, not just violated their county code. That shit is their shit. Our shit's the law. Their shit's the county codes, the ordinances, all the state statutes. They have a bunch of rules how they're supposed to uphold ours, and they can write and practice state statutes that are within the law. But sometimes they even write state statutes that are they say is within the law by like offering plea deals and stuff like that for actual crimes, and then fucking offering plea deals for not actual crimes too, like what people are medicating themselves with. That's not an actual crime, never has been. The only thing that has made criminal activity happen is their enforcement of self-medication. They call it a drug war. It's totally unconstitutional. They're not supposed to tell somebody, no matter how deep in the gutter they get, what to fucking do. But at the same time, they are supposed to help them. Say they can administer Narcan. Narcan should be administered, and only conscientiously. That's life-saving. But they should always have programs for like helping people. They offer it. They don't force it. But the offer should be way gloryful. It shouldn't be no fucking it shouldn't be some cheap shit. It should be something that fucking lets a motherfucker know their life is way more important than some sort of $50 worth of something that's gonna make them all feel weird. It's actually making people feel weird, but they don't even understand that they're feeling weird. That's what's sad. Everything on earth seems to be sad right now. I wish nothing was sad, but it's not that way. We're living in a real dark place. It's something that's real bad. Some people don't like people doing something, and some people should have the right to do it. Like if somebody wants to put on a bunch of eyeshadow and freaking wear high heels, and they're supposed to be playing football and acting like a boy or whatever, then why are you making something bad about something that's not even an issue? Just leave him alone. Leave me alone too. Leave everybody alone. You can't be doing it. Stop telling people what to do. Safety rules and all that shit, that's good to fucking observe. The rules for safety or whatever they want to try to say, oh, that's good to observe, but you're not supposed to enforce it on nobody. You shouldn't be forcing people to observe things that you want them to observe. They should be left to make responsible decisions on their own. You know, there ain't no rule making that had stopped, going over the speed limit. Tons of people go over the speed limit, and I'm not even talking about the bad people. I know the freaking firemen and the cops and all the public workers. They're all doing 90. Joe Paul transferred me and my sister for doing 90. I was going to jail for making a jingle that said, "Give me fuel, give me fire, give me a match so I can burn Mr. Burns." It was a little jingle that went along with "Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire." Ooh, yeah, or whatever. You know what I mean? And it's just a fucking song, something stupid. I was 12 years old. I think my sister was 11, and my sister stuck up for me, telling them they were bastards for trying to take me to jail for fucking saying some stupid shit. I didn't have no matches. I didn't have no fuel. I didn't have no fire. There was no way I could burn Mr. Burns. Mr. Burns just rhymes with burn. Burns and burn. That's the same thing. It's like all I did was take the S off of Burns the second time and made it burn. And they took me to jail for that. They were trying to make me believe that I was the unintelligent one, even though I fucking burned his ass with a funny ass burn. You know, like they call a burn a cut down. A cut down is a burn. Oh shit, I burned your ass, fool. You know what? I'm going to fucking jail for saying I burned your ass. No, I'm going to burn you. That's a threat. I didn't say anything like that. I wouldn't. I was playing the fuck around. I was like 12 years old. I still had like the same morals when I was 12 as I did on this day, which is I want to leave everybody alone and be happy. I don't want to do anything to anybody. I want to be left alone. I don't want people coming around my yard telling me when I'm going to clean my yard. That makes me not want to clean my yard. I'm an insubordinate. I'm an insubordinate. I'm supposed to be insubordinate. The Declaration of Independence, it's readable. You know, I know a lot of people can't read the Declaration of Independence, especially because it's way long and they get like really bored with it real fast, even though it shows everything that the king was doing to the English back then. It takes everything that the king was doing to the English back then, and it shows the American or whatever what they don't want to have happen to them. And if this stuff is happening to the American isn't going to have a happy life. It's going to be a real bad life. That's what this paper is trying to say. It's like this Declaration of Independence is like, this is all the shit that the king was doing to us right now. Here in 1700s, the king's trying to fucking usurp everything that we have. Every single thing. They want to usurp our buggy. They want to usurp our horses. They want to usurp our land. They want to tell us what to grow. They want to tell us what not to grow. They're telling us everything. And what is the United States doing to us right now? They're usurping everything from us. They're usurping. It's just like the king of old. The king of old was basically making them guilty before even being proved innocent. They didn't care whether you're innocent. You weren't in the club. It's a club and you're not in it. They're laughing. They're laughing while they're being evil. we're not that far from when people chop people's heads off and shit. You know, it's evil and shit. They it's almost as if the English like to spill the blood. I'm not even shitting you. It's almost as like the English liked to spill the blood. Because the stories, and you want to call it fucking written history, you know. Well, yes, this is in written history that the English mistreated the Irish. It's in written history. It was other people mistreating other people. But I'm just talking about one thing that, you know, everybody should fucking know. A lot of people do. I'm not the one that made this up. I read about this. You know, I was taught about this. Mr. Carter, that was a history teacher of mine. He was gung ho about history. You can ask a couple of my classmates that Mr. Carter dude, he was gung ho about teaching history. He was a good history teacher. He was a tad bit nerdy, but highly athletic. So, and plus he was a teacher, so he had to play that good guy image because, you know, we're just coming off the 80s and the 90s. They're still not getting it. You know, you're talking about, you know, before the camera, you couldn't catch them, but now we can catch them. You know, they come around us and take us, and what are they doing? They need to stop. They need to stop in the name of peace and love and everything else. You know, stop doing it to our people and everything. Everybody's trying to point it out, that whether it's white or black or whatever else, and it's like, no. What you been up to? Hey, Michael Kunkel. Good to see you, Michael Kunkel. It's real funny because my opinion is always often unpopular. My opinion is often unpopular. And my opinion of the Casey Anthony. Sorry. Why can't I remember homeboy's name? Like, what is my problem? The recent stabbing defense that everybody, you know, he got the big white kid in the fucking chest, but the big white kid was putting his hands on him. There was evidence enough to say that the big white kid was putting his hands on the black kid. They're trying to say the black kid shouldn't have been under their tent. Well, you know, it was raining and there's a tent there, and it's like, yeah, you're against each other, but what's this shit about you're gonna like tell him that he can't be there? Like, why don't you just be inclusive? Why aren't we teaching each other more inclusiveness? I swear, if you don't use the right punctuation, they'll say, oh, it's there, not they are, you know, or something like that. And yes, that's true, you know, but you should know, you should be intelligent to know enough what the fuck they're talking about when they say they are instead of there or whatever. They, or all that shit, you know, they, them, that, die, this, that, the third. Jeez, all this shit. TH for miles, you know, in the English spells, you know. I don't like this proper English. It's not right. Proper English is not right. That's not what we should be proud of. We shouldn't be proud of proper English. We should be proud of fucking loving each other, you know, for who we are. If we have a friend, they speak Spanish, we're supposed to be as fucking intelligent as to think, man, I'd like to learn that Spanish. so I can fucking talk with my friends. You know what I mean? We're not supposed to be like, we're only supposed to speak Spanish or English in this country. You know, you have to be as ignorant as I am. Otherwise, you know, where the fuck is your Dodgers hat? New York Yankees, Chicago Cubs. What are you doing? What are you not being fucking crazy ass lunatic fucking compliant uh radical customer, you know? Sitting there having a fucking sitting there having a license and a registration when you're supposed to be free to move and travel. And you're not even supposed to be asked whether you're an American to even have to do that. You're supposed to just be free to move and travel. You're supposed to have freedom of movement and travel. Not only that, you're supposed to have the right to use your property in public because it's your public. And an essential part of moving your property through public is moving your property through public. You know, you have the right to own property, and you also have the right to move through public. So you, the people of the nation, are supposed to have that right upheld by them, the employees of the union. The employees of the union are supposed to be honored to uphold the rights of the nation. But no, the union employees, they have no rights. They have only obligated duties. But the thing about that is that if they had rights, they would uphold their rights above duties. They would say, "I don't want to do that. I know you're telling me I have the duty to do that, but my rights, I don't want to do that." That's not true. That would be absconding. That's they're trying to insurrect from duty. They're saying I have a call to duty, but I'm not going to do it. That's what they are doing. Oh, I have a call to duty on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but not on Saturday and Sunday. No, that's not the way the oath works. That's why the oath is very valuable. That's why it's so fucking supposed to be so hard to take, give, receive in a way, even to serve. You're supposed to serve that oath. When you give that oath, that's supposed to be so help you God. You're not supposed to have a off duty. You're supposed to be on call at all times. If an emergency rises and it takes more than two, 3 or 4 needs to show up, even if 3 or 4 are off duty or so-called off duty. No, it's on call. It's not off duty. You're a public service employee. Thomas Jefferson said that when a man assumes a public trust, that man should assume himself as public property. Thomas Jefferson said that, not me. That's a documented phrase. That's a documented quote. Thomas Jefferson also said that they were migrants, and this country absolutely needs migrants. We're supposed to be able to migrate from anywhere we want, and we're not supposed to have to tell anybody why. We're supposed to be free and unmolested unless we cause harm. We're supposed to walk through the land. Hey, you know, I don't know the barriers. I'm thinking about all these barriers that people are trying to put up, and it's like that's getting to be so unhuman. When it's so inhuman that they're killing people over it, almost acting like some have a right to live and some don't. That's getting to be sad and sorry. I wouldn't. I don't want to be a part of a sad and sorry. Mm-mm. I don't want to be telling people. I'm not gonna. You know. We can find a way to work this out. We don't want to. We don't want to be doing nothing to each other. You know. We want to work it out. that's why we're supposed to be intelligent or whatever. We're supposed to be civil. Civil and intelligence goes together, and not in the way that they've made it look like it's supposed to go. Or the way it's supposed to go is civil. You're supposed to be intelligent enough to be civil enough to afford anybody rights unless they're actively committing an emergency, something that rises far above a substantial evil. Calling somebody a bitch ass punk is not a substantial evil. Punching somebody in the face unprovoked, that's a substantial evil. Walking across the street and pushing somebody and yelling, stay back, that's a substantial evil. You're not supposed to walk across the street and push somebody and say, stay back, no matter who you are. That's not right. No matter what you think of the word fuck and how loud somebody's yelling it, you are not supposed to go over and push somebody and say, stay back. That's not how it goes. It doesn't matter if you have a badge, 2 stripes, 3 stripes, 4, giggity, giggity, giggy, or whatever, fucking give a dog a bone. Fucking, no. They're not supposed to have that. You're not supposed to touch people like that. I know for a fact I was the right one in the situation. I was using my mouth in a provocative way that you didn't like. And your guys were fucking telling me they were going to stuff my camera up my ass. And your guys were motherfucking allowing people to attack us. You guys were coming across the street and pushing us. That's not right. You guys were the ones that wasn't right. They're trying to make me out. Where's the proper authority? I don't know a proper authority. You want me to trust you and say that you're good? Ah, man, you be good. I fucking would be the first one to tell you you're good. Yeah. I know for a fact a bunch of them isn't good. And when they showed me that they weren't good, I went looking, searching for public records, and I found the public records that shows the proof that they're not good, because they're supposed to be held to a certain standard and they're supposed to be doing something. They're supposed to be conducting. They're supposed to be filing. If they don't have that form on file, it proves that they didn't read the documentation that they're supposed to read, which is a provision of law set to regulate his or her official conduct. If they don't read the provision of law that's set to regulate his or her official conduct, they're not going to know the regulations. If they don't know the regulations, they're going to go running around our public buck wild, acting like they're the kings and queens of our town, of our county, of our state. All along, they're never supposed to act like that. If someone is going to stick something up my ass, they better buy me dinner first. Damn. I hope dinner doesn't come around, No. I don't want nobody sticking nothing up my ass, But at the same time, I know the saying. It's a funny ass saying, I know. Just like saying it's a funny ass saying. Yeah, regular terms are funny and they have their place. Like proper English has its place, but it's not supposed to be demanded of you. You're not supposed to be. They're not supposed to be demanding the shit. No, I don't give a shit how safe you think it feels. There's not been one of them rules that ever saved a life. Everybody that's died under those rules. That's why I say I have a sister that died under those rules with the driver's license plate, and all that shit. And then a bunch of people on the internet tried to make fun of my sister being dead and shit. And it's like, doesn't defeat the point that she died under those rules. She had all of it, the license, the registration, and the insurance. But she died under those rules. So, it's very hard to hurt me with that shit about trying to tease about my sister being dead and shit. It's like, oh, whatever, it doesn't fucking take the pain away or give me any more pain. It's not worth, it's not, there's a pain that's, that you can't even do anything about that pain. There's nothing to do about that pain. You can't even do anything about that pain. Nothing's going to bring nothing back or do anything. You're not going to take anything more away. Give me a break. Stop trying to be a little jerk ass on the fucking YouTube. Damn. Trying to make fun of me about my sister being dead from a car accident just because I proved a point that she died with a driver's license, registration, and insurance. Man, come on. How you doing, Michael Kunkel? Funny ass. Yeah. I'm feeling funny. I'm sitting here telling you guys all about a bunch of stuff, like what it should be and what it has done. It's really sucky, They were absolutely committing crimes against me, but I'm sitting here the one that's worried because they're the ones with the county, and I don't even have the FBI to help me. People in my family called the FBI about what they're doing to me, and the FBI tried to say that fucking I'm the one that's supposed to call them because it's my shit. And it's like, duh, I called you too. You're supposed to call them, even though I don't believe in calling them and everything because I know that they're not going to help nobody. I call them because that's what you're supposed to do, right? So you do everything that they're supposed to do to prove a point that they don't do nothing. That's the whole point of a protest. So like, yeah, I've called the FBI several times from the start of this, all through the middle of it. But recently, other people have been called the FBI for me, and they try to tell them there's nothing they can do about it, that I'm the one that's supposed to be talking to them. But it's like, I've already tried. They don't give a shit. I look at it this way. Tell them, oh, fuck you. Yeah. Oh, I know. I did, Michael Kunkel. That's why they started pushing me. They pushed me, and then when I reacted to their push, they arrested me for my reaction to their action. They committed an act against me. And then if I don't react to their action, they think that they can act against me more. If I do react to their action, they arrest me for reacting. You see how that's called entrapment? It's like, I'm the deputy, Michael Kunkel. I'm gonna come across the street and just push you because you were saying something I didn't like. Are you gonna just like act like you can push me again? I can push you again, or are you gonna like defend yourself? From the moment I push you, do you think there's a time where you should start defending yourself, or like, should it be 1 second? Should it be 2 seconds? Should it be 3 seconds? I would say a minute after you got pushed, it'd be kind of not defense no more. Possibly if there was no more shit. But 3 seconds or 4 seconds after you got pushed and you defend yourself, that's a defense. You see what I'm saying? You had just got your hands put on you, and you don't know how much more hands are going to be put on you. You're 4 seconds away from getting hands put on you. You fucking defend yourself. Mine was a protest because the dude that initially unlawfully pushed me, he further took me down after I did a little show of protest to his unlawful action. He straight came across the street and pushed me while I was talking to somebody else. And then I reacted to his push, and he wants to try to then he takes me down by my arm. I'm supposed to go with him just face first without any resistance. Otherwise, I'm resisting. I'm supposed to go all the way down right into the dirt face first just because he wants to grab my chicken wing. The funny fucking thing is he's the one that committed a crime against me. I didn't push him. He pushed me and I reacted with a push of my own. That's called a defense. On top of it, it's a protest move called push back. You're actually supposed to ride the edges of legalities to prove a point that they are unlawfully using statutes against. For one, they're using statutes against me because it says in the statute they're using against me that not for the exercise of constitutional rights. He pushed me. I defended myself. That's an exercise of fucking constitutional rights. They can't then go and say, "Oh, well, he pushed him, so there's battery." No, I reacted to your crime. I didn't come across the street and push you. I've never wanted to push you, Thomas Boney. I've never wanted to push you. I've never wanted to push you then, and I've never wanted to push you now. I reacted to you pushing me. You even lied to me. You said you would do no such thing, and you did it. I was trying to even believe in you. I was using my voice to ask another employee what his name and fucking badge number was. You're going to say, "Oh, he doesn't have a badge." Yeah, he has an identifier. That's what the badge is. All it is an identifier. It doesn't give you more rights. You don't get to just come across the street and push me. I wasn't under detainment. I wasn't under arrest. You pushed me. You tried to use your fucking shit to say that you had the right to push me. You're trying to use your badge and shit to try to say that, I figured I had the right to push him. No, you should have never done that to me. You took away all the trust I was even trying to put in you. I had a conversation with you like 15 minutes before within it about were you going to put your hands on me? You said I would do no such thing. You came across and put your hands on me. I was using my voice and my camera. I had a camera like this and I was saying, name and fucking employee number. Name and fucking employee number. Because I didn't know who the employee was. I wanted to know who I was talking to. I've placed phone calls at this point. I've placed phone calls to Nye County employees trying to get them to try to fucking stop Jim Basinger from fucking coming around my house and threatening me. And I wanted to know who I was speaking with. There was all sorts of public service employees showing up. They were like trying to surround me in public service employees. They were trying to intimidate me that I shouldn't be down there yelling and protest. That's what they were trying to do. They tried to bring as many unlawful public service employees down there as they could. As far as I'm concerned, every single one of those public service employees there for Nye County was on Jim Basinger's behalf, for his private gain, for his social good. There was no protecting my anything. I must not get protection in Nye County. You public service employees must not think I'm worthy of protection. And then you want to act like I need to celebrate 4th of July. You don't want to protect me, the people that I'm supposed to be, honoring as protectors of the United States of America or whatever. No, I don't feel protected in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, they were threatening me by saying that they were going to stuff my camera up my ass. When I complained about that, the public service employees I complained to didn't really care. They kind of like blew off my complaints, acted like they didn't have to process them, acted like I had to do more work for my complaints than they did. Like they weren't interested in my complaints. They wanted me to do something for them that was something I didn't have to do. I should have had all sorts of representation. They should have been like actively trying to see how they could help me in any way, shape, or form by any means necessary. They should have been trying to help me. Like, when I said that Jim Basinger was harassing me, they should have went and talked to Jim Basinger like, dude, what is this? I don't want to ever hear again about you saying you're doing anything about this guy. Don't go around his house no more. In fact, if you can't take another position within the county, we're going to ask you to resign because you can't be operating your county anything around his home or anything anymore. He told you he was being harassed by you and you didn't want to listen. You called him a bottom feeding Obama lover. He has that on video. He doesn't have to be a bottom feeding Obama lover nor a bottom feeding George Bush lover. He doesn't have to be any of those. He has the right to be who he wants to be. And you're over there telling him that he's a bottom feeding Obama lover while you're riding the county rig? What kind of shit is that? It's no wonder why he's yelling all sorts of expletives about what you are doing. That's what I would have been, I would have actually been felt I could have trusted them. I could have trusted them if they was like that. But instead they're like thought I was a shit ass for yelling and protest and didn't want to help me. And I told them that under 5 CFR 2635.101 that they're not supposed to be seeking financial gain and all they care about is their paycheck. They don't like that at all. They don't want that. I didn't write that, guys. Don't hold it against me. Act upon honor and honor it. Under 5 CFR 2635.101, you are not to be acting for private gain or financial gain. That's not my belief. That's what it says in NRS 281A. That's your guys' things that you guys are supposed to be upholding. You guys are so adamant about charging me with NRS while you're in violation of NRS. Why am I the only shit ass here? Leave me the fuck alone. That's what I've been trying to say for a lot of years. You didn't have to protect Jim Basinger, the county employee, over me. You should have tried to protect me over Jim Basinger, the county employee. I'm just the dude over there on the corner living, trying to mind my own business. Ain't out there trying to tell anybody else what to do with their home. It's not right to tell somebody what to do with their home. It would always make somebody a little bit weird about if you're going to tell them what to do with their home. In public, I have a right to do with what I want to do in public, and you have a right to do what you want to do in public. You can't tell me that I can't have my friends in public. I can't tell you that you can't have your friends in public. So that's how it's going to be. My friends are brown people. Your friends are whoever that you want to have, brown people and the next. All sorts of people. Rap listeners too is what I like. And death metal. Plus I like some Christian stuff too, like Kumbaya. That song is so funny, people use it in a joke all the time. Well, I actually like that song. But in a different way, like in a private way. Like, just because I told you I like that song doesn't mean you're going to know how much. You can't even tell if I'm lying right now or not. You're going to say, oh, I'm going to assume you're lying, bro, because I don't think you're cool. Some shit like that. But no, Yep, I like the song Kumbaya. I love the way that it's like the cadence of the song. I like some Psalms out of the Bible, you know. Psalm 64. I fully believe in my heart that that's the full on truth. Psalm 64. They sharpen their tongues. They do. People that are moving like serpents in our world sharpen their tongues against you. They will tell all sorts of funny shit about you that they don't even know about you. They just want you to. They want others to believe about you. When I was a kid, I was highly athletic, and this one deputy was Deputy Cobb, and one of his sons was a deputy also. There's a lot of nepotism in Knight County, but so Officer Cobb, the older guy, the dad or whatever, he I think he thought something about me, but he didn't know about me that much. But one time we got pulled over, me and a whole carload of friends got pulled over outside of town, and we were probably 3 miles, you know, maybe a little bit more. And they were gonna the deputy somehow, it was such a thing where the deputy made everybody either get a ride or something else, and I wasn't getting in the motherfucking cop car. Not if it was friendly or unfriendly. That's not me. I don't want to be anywhere. That's oppression to me. I've never really had them do me right. So the thing about it is, so I fucking sat there and jogged all the way the fuck back to town, and the dude was he was remarked by how fast I ran that, you know, basically held a pace that was a gained pace for over, for a little over 3 miles, you know, and the son Cobb, the deputy, the deputy Cobb, Deputy Cobb, the son, he tells me about that. One day he says, "Yeah, my dad told me about you running all the way back to town. You didn't want to get in the cop car, so you ran all the way back to town." And he sat there and followed you all the way back to town. Couldn't believe how fast you ran. Something like that, you know? That's pretty cool. But that's just, the town is so small. 130 something people. No, 130 something people. I don't know. Probably less than that now. But yeah, yeah. If they told the truth, it would be that I wasn't even as bad as they thought. And that Jennifer Clapper, she's been biased about me. It's proof in that she tried to tell me that I had to wear proper attire in her courtroom. It's like, no, Jennifer Clapper, the courtroom is more my courtroom. And this is a justice court, which is still my courtroom. It's here for my rights. It's not your anything. Your office can be vetoed. It can be stripped. You could be terminated from your position. After you're terminated from your position, Jennifer Clapper, I still have rights. The only thing you could do is be uncivil and take my rights away from me, and that would be dishonorable, which is really sad. You know, you don't want to be sad. You want to be a fucking upstanding individual. You don't want to be trying to backroom deal people. Not me. A lot of people. Those three dudes didn't say the same story. My witnesses, I had two witnesses on my side. They told the same story, but they were off on the time. They couldn't remember whether it was like around noon or whether it was in the afternoon. So they were like off by like 4 hours or 6 hours, something like that, on when the instance took place. But how the instance took place, they both had the same story. But when it came to the deputy's story, the deputy testified, and two of his neighbors testified, which are also my neighbors. But when it came to them, all three of their stories didn't match up. But somehow I was found guilty. And what they were doing, that deputy absolutely gave me a phony, fictitious, made up, pencil whipped dog at large ticket that day. I protested his presence. And he retaliated on me by giving me a dog at large ticket. But I had a dog with me, but she was not at large. And he gives me the ticket, but when he puts the dog ticket, he puts there for two dogs. But I did not have two dogs with me. I had one dog with me. He tried to incorporate the other dog so he could try to stack it as two for one instance, and he actually wrote it up as two. I did not have two dogs with me. But then he tried to say, oh, yeah, but it was 15 minutes later that I seen your other dog down on my road, and then had his neighbors lie. Because one guy says they come into the yard, one guy says they rounded C Avenue or whatever, and then went into the neighbor's yard. And then the third neighbor whose yard they all supposedly went into and tried to get my dog out of it, supposedly tried to get my dog out of it with them. But when it came to that third neighbor, he said no, that those other two men were not there when he tried to get my dog out of the yard. He said he got off of work and his dog was acting kind of funny. So he brought his dog inside, and then he went outside and saw my dog out there and tried to get my dog out of his yard. And then the Jennifer Clapper asked him, or the DA or whichever one, the deputy DA or whatever, asked him on that day, and he said, no, not on that day. So the third guy wasn't even talking about the same instance from the same day as the other two guys. It's like, what the fuck? So they basically just discredited my witnesses on simple technicality, discrepancy on the time of the day it happened, but everything else. And then, yeah. Then the Jennifer Clapper says that she's going to do me a favor by suspending my sentence. And if I don't get into any further trouble in like 6 months or whatever it was, that I wouldn't get any, fees or fines or anything. But those biased criminals knew that I didn't have two dogs with me. There was a full-on lie. It was ugly. It was ugly. And now Nye County wants to withhold public records. They're withholding public records. They have a blanket statement that they give people. They say, due to this time frame or that time frame, due to this and that, they're not able to provide the records at this time. They have to have time to redact. They shouldn't be redacting any of our public records. We should be holding those records like they were our grandma's pearls. We should not be letting them redact anything. If they redact anything, we should be demanding that that's a wrong, like killing one of our children. You do that. That's like killing one of our children. Taking our rights is like taking our property. If we don't have our property, we don't have anything. If they want to if the government tries to take our property, they're doing the exact thing that they're not supposed to be doing. That's the exact thing that they're not supposed to be doing. They are not supposed to be taking our property. They should be helping us not get our property taken. They're supposed to be offering us our services. They're not supposed to be pumping our water through our pipes and then selling our water to us, calling us customers. We're not customers. They're supposed to be getting that pump going, and they're supposed to be providing us with water. That's what they're supposed to be doing, free of charge. We have a right to it. It's the truth. I'm not just a weird bearded man trying to say that. I was once a young man, and I'm not a young man no more. So, yeah, I do. I look like a weird old bearded man, but that doesn't mean I am. I want to actually stay away from people. Don't. I don't want. I'm not going to come around. Nope. You won't see me around. If you do, it's an accident. I do not want to be around. I'll be the one running. If I notice that I've accidentally come around, I'll be the one running away. I'm the one that is trying to be more peaceful. I even chose to leave my family behind because I didn't want to be subjected to them no more. They lied, and they're definitely committing crimes against me. They totally discredited my entire complaints. My protests went unheard. They didn't redress any part of my grievance. They violated my First Amendment by not redressing any part of my grievance as of this day. I believe it's June 6th. Well, no, by now it's June 7th, 2026. They need to do the right thing and just drop everything and stop fucking threatening my life. Stay away from me. Just be the bigger person and take your weird shit elsewhere. I want to be able to return to my home, go home where I have a right to live. I want to be able to go home where I have a right to live. I want to go home and be around my family, my friends, my dogs. Even when I get my rights restored in the United States because I get exonerated because somebody with proper authority actually works for me, like serves me instead of themselves, they'll still try to talk to me at the border of wherever they think. State border. I don't want to be talked to by, and they shouldn't be violating my right to move freely and unencumbered. They're encumbering me by loading me up with questions. That's what they're doing, is they're offloading questions onto me or onto my peers, my brethren, my neighbors, my assemblymen. They're offering way too many questions upon my assemblymen. I should be able to go to Lake Tahoe without even asking a question. I should be able to walk across the line. There should be no mention of a line to me. I'm supposed to have the right to travel freely and unencumbered. I'm supposed to have the right to use my property. How am I supposed to use my property if I can't transport it through public? It's my property. I have the right to move my property freely and unencumbered. My property is an extension of my body. You can't just slap my camera. When you slap my camera, you slap me. It's mine. My camera is an extension of me. You don't have the right to turn off my camera. My camera is not yours. Your camera is yours. And your public camera is not yours. The one on your chest, that's not your camera. The camera is not there for you. The camera is there for us. The people wanted you to have that camera. There was no way you could deny that. You would be totally wrong to try to say, oh, well, we don't want to wear cameras. No, that's not the way. That would be way too brazen. People would revolt. We're to the point right now where we don't give a fuck. We're gonna record you even when you're wearing cameras, because we can't trust you. We want to trust you, but we can't trust you, so we have to hold cameras. You don't have the right to hold cameras on us. We have the right to hold cameras on you. You're the one with the obligated duty to uphold my right to hold cameras on you. The camera's being held on you for matters of checks and balances. If you're out of balance, you're supposed to get checked. That's the regulation. The public service employees are supposed to be regulated. It says all this stuff in their books. This is not my opinion. None of this is my opinion. This is all written in their books. You know, they got 5 CFR 2635.101. They got the state ethics that coincides with that, because the federal law is they are accountable to federal. Yes, they can have some certain powers, but they don't have absolute powers. They have limited powers. We the people have absolute powers. Supposed to. I can't say we do. We're supposed to. Well, this is all about supposed to, because none of this is my opinion. I didn't write this. This is what's been written for us as Americans, especially if we're like the 4th of July. We're supposed to do all of this stuff. Allot each other freedoms, honor that allotment by never asking about that allotment or never mentioning that allotment. This is supposed to be so fucking American that every one of us know it. We are supposed to just leave others alone unless they do something. There's an act of something in the presence that's caught in the act. If there's a substantial evil, and that doesn't mean that you can't investigate and get actual evidence of clearly articulable evidence that can pinpoint people, but I'm not sure that DNA evidence is actually articulable, because we would have to believe that every single one of us was a DNA expert, and we had our own labs, and we could tell if they're lying or not. We can't tell if they're lying or not. Therefore, it's only like partial evidence. It's not damning. It's not total evidence. It's something that's speculative. It's highly speculative. Not everybody can trust it. That's why this world is so fragile. We're supposed to be respecting the fragility. We're not supposed to be treating each other like it's cool to harm each other. This type of shit makes people feel bad. We're not supposed to be radical customers. We're not supposed to have a registration on our truck and a freedom bumper sticker. The registration is against the very nature of the freedom bumper sticker. The freedom bumper sticker says that you believe in freedom, but the registration on your truck says that you're being forced. And you could also tell me, oh, well, I like paying the registration because then I know that my roads are taken care of. Well, that's not the case because they're supposed to take care of our roads whether they are paid to or not. Americans volunteering will get it done. Because if you want a paved road in your area, you're going to find out how to get the paved road in your area, whether you have to volunteer to put the paved road in or not. That's how it goes in a constitutional federal republic, federal constitutional republic. Constitutional republic. It's a government for the people, by the people, of the people. So basically, the actors aren't the government, the people are the government. We're supposed to always be telling them what to do. They're not supposed to be telling us what to do. Anymore, what they do is they tell us what to do the whole time, and then they act like they're going to take our comment at the public meetings, but they still do whatever they want to do aside from our comment. It's highly wrong and unjust. They're supposed to be doing absolutely what everybody. If somebody doesn't want something, and somebody does want something, what has to be done is it has to be looked into whether it's a violation of rights at all, or whether it's going to affect the life area that we have to live in. We all have to be able to breathe. So it's not about telling corporations they can't have smog. It's about saying, you know what, smog kills people. It depletes things to a point that we can't prove that smog makes the seasons change. It's not going to do seasons change, but it might make things get hotter, might make things get cooler. I don't know for a fact, but I do know that they do use metals in the atmosphere because that's what they try to put metals in the atmosphere. It's that all that stuff that is a part of science, but they can't explain. They're not explaining the laws of nature right. They're coming up with some shit like Darwin, but they're not even being able to prove Darwin. But it's a theory, but their theory is supposed to be righter because they were taught that. They don't have to believe in a God. Well, yeah, you don't have to. A creator, okay, you don't have to believe in a creator, but just because you don't believe in a creator doesn't mean it was this Darwin either. So now we have to basically look at each other and say, okay, so it's not creator and it's not Darwin. You're not wrong and I'm not wrong. We believe what we believe, but I can't take anything away from you because you believe, and you can't take anything away from me because I believe. So, you don't force your science shit on me, and I won't force my flat Earth shit on you, right? But just because I said that doesn't mean I'm flat Earth because I have no proof. I have no proof of round or flat. Sometimes, a lot of the times, there's more proof that it's flat than round, and sometimes these proofs are easy, common sense, like sea level. Sea level would never happen on a ball. No, not even an oblong spheroid. It wouldn't. Water would not stay on the outside of a rounded object. And they say the atmosphere, well, that's when you get into what the fuck is the atmosphere? And what's it made by? What's it made of? What's it, then they start testing what it's made of, and they might even be able to test some particles in the atmosphere, but that doesn't explain the atmosphere that's holding the particles. It's so you found some hydrogen in the atmosphere. That doesn't mean that atmosphere is hydrogen. We're talking about some highly more fucking advanced shit than just saying there's some oxygen in the air or some fucking hydrogen in the air or some CO2, carbon monoxide. It's way more what's the atmosphere made out of? CO2, oxygen, and hydrogen, and other elements? No, the atmosphere is not made out of those elements. Those elements are contained in what may be the atmosphere of what I have no idea. I didn't make it. I can't prove it to you. I can't. All I can do is know everything I've been taught and then think critically around that. And if there is no way around it, then that could also be right. But that's up to us to discern. And a lot of their shit is not right, you know, moral and literal. Like when they try to tell boys not to be girls and girls not to be boys, morally, they should be able to do what they want to. And, you know, scientifically, I don't really give a shit about what it is, you know, like do what you want. Scientifically, why am I supposed to even be trying to be like, oh, but that's a male? Trying not to find out, trying to let them live their life, trying to let them be. Hopefully they'll let me be. I can't make them let me be, but I hope they do. But if somebody doesn't let me be, I hope you are there to make sure that person gets in trouble. Like if somebody shot me in the head, I would hope that one of you are there to stop them. You know, and all this shit about, oh, don't record right now. Well, you want to disrespect them by recording them at their vulnerable moment? No, I want you to collect the evidence, as much evidence as you can, about what's happening with me. I need to be. I need to. If somebody kills me, I hope that you're there to fucking make sure that they can't kill anybody else. The triangle. Conspiracy solved. Morning. Well, morning. Yeah, it's both solved and not solved. It's both right and wrong. But yeah, if there was a killer going around your neighborhood and you didn't have cops, somebody would be dead, and then you'd be like, "Oh man, somebody needs to. What's happening? Oh, somebody's stabbing somebody. Man, we can't. I don't want nobody else to get stabbed. So, you know, there is no cops. So, what are we gonna do? We're gonna get Tommy, Jimmy, and Fred, and we're gonna make sure that somebody's not going around stabbing people. You know, we can try to see if we can catch them in the night, or see if we can catch them in the act. And then we hope that the people around town would know that we were there to protect the town, and then call upon us at times when we were needed. You know, under a civil constitutional republic, there is a posse comitatus where people can be deputized in times of need, but that's not supposed to be where they're deputized all year round. There's not supposed to be a sheriff and deputies. No, there's supposed to be a sheriff, and then only in the times of high emergency, like when one, you know, most people want to clear their name, so they actually go willingly. A lot more, they don't want to get hurt either. You know, most people go willingly. It's only a small amount that do any kind of a fucking violent thing. But at the same time, are they doing violent thing, or are they defending themselves? Because like what happened to me, I was using my voice and my camera and I got pushed. So I didn't do anything violent. They did violence to me. I defended myself against their violence. They further attacked me for my defense. It's all that's happening to me. So I don't even have anybody that's going down there to say, hey, wait a second. He was using his camera and he was using his voice, and you came across the street and pushed him. now you're fucking further attacking him, not only by taking him down right there and putting him under unlawful arrest, but also dragging him through a prosecution that he should never be going through. You guys came across the street and you pushed him. But there ain't nobody doing that. What happened to me was on video. There's 4 different ways. The deputy, public service employee, he had a camera right here. He recorded him push me. My niece had a camera recording him push me. My brother-in-law had a camera recording him pushing me. And I had a camera recording him pushing me. There's 4 different camera angles showing him push me. And then I react to his push. And then he takes me down for battery on a peace officer. So basically he initiated the entire thing, hoped I would react, and since I did react, now he's going to punish me for reacting. He's going to, oh yes, he reacted to my unlawful push, so now I'm going to fucking arrest him for something that I'm going to make up right here on the spot. On my way down here, I was looking for, I know that too, but the reason why I came down here was because he did push you, and I was going to arrest him for battery on an elderly, but you kind of brought it upon yourself. I brought it upon myself. How did I brought it upon myself? Something like this. When you got out of your truck and you told him you were going to stuff his camera up his ass, that constituted a real threat. So you threatened him. He pushed you back. That's the reason why I didn't arrest him. That's on camera. Almost to the best of my knowledge, that's almost word for word of what's on video. And they're still letting Nye County prosecute me maliciously. All that is on video, documented publicly. And the whole world around me is letting Nye County commit crimes on me. There's not one person, whether they believe in the government or don't believe in the government, seeking to get Nye County to stop committing crimes against me. There's not one person, whether they believe in rights or don't believe in rights, looking into what Nye County's doing and trying to get them to stop doing what they're doing to me. If there is anybody out there, I don't know about it. I haven't seen full proof. I know who's helping me to this day as far as people around. But I know that nobody of authority and nobody that believes in rights and doesn't believe in rights is doing, like, going to them and saying, wait a second, no. You know, I'm from Nebraska and I seen you went across the street and pushed him. He had his camera up like this and he was yelling naming employee number, naming fucking employee number, and then all of a sudden you pushed him, yelling, stand back, stay back, or something. You committed crimes against him, and he reacted to your crime. And you're maliciously prosecuting him to this day, continuing to maliciously prosecute for a crime you committed that he reacted to. Where is the FBI? Where is the fucking people that are supposed to hold them accountable? There is provisions of law in the state and federal law, or state statute and federal law, that says they have a duty. They have an obligated duty. They're absolutely obligated to intervene. They're supposed to intervene for my benefit. I got documentation that shows that I put in my complaints before they fucking touched me, and after they threatened me, but before they touched me, before they charged me. A lot of people will say, you know, the cops and everybody are going to be down there. Why'd you go back down there protesting again? It isn't about that. I was down there to protest Jim Basinger and his harassment, his threats in Nye County about how they weren't stopping him and were letting him continue time and time again. To the point I felt like I was never going to get helped by Nye County, so I had to help myself. So then when I helped myself, they charged me with a crime for helping myself. But the thing about it is I didn't know that they were. I thought maybe I was going to give them the chance to help me, and they never used the chance. They treated me like I'm a shit ass, and I'm always protesting. I'm always yelling and protest. They don't call it yelling and protest though. They call it just yelling and being difficult. They're acting like they're having to deal with me. No, you are the employees. I'm the one with rights. You still don't get that. You don't want to get that. You don't think you have to get it no more. I need to stop eating food, and I need to fast for a little while. Do some push-ups, sit-ups, and pull-ups, jumping jacks. That's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm getting way too far out of shape. I need to stop being so depressed. I suffer from chronic depression and anxiety. I don't need this stress. They don't know how bad they're stressing me out. They're taking my stress and making it look like anger. It does look like anger. I should have a right to be angry. I'm fucking getting harassed by the local government. I'm not being protected. And it's definitely stressing me out. Stress is adding to the way that I'm reacting to their stressor. They're providing stress and I'm reacting.